Alrighty, good morning. Hello, how is everyone doing? Good morning, good day, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is. Welcome to the stream. We are back for some more Wheel of Misfortune with Bingo. And unlike last time, this time we're going to be kicking today off with an actual wheel spin. And we've got a lot of games on the wheel to get through now. So here's hoping we can make a little bit of a dent in that. So I'm keen to get into it. Hopefully all of you are as well. It's so lovely to see you all back here again, and congratulations to the people that got some free membership, especially Kim Sokol. Welcome back, by the way. I think that must be, what, the third time that you've managed to win yourself some free membership? I don't know what's going on with the algorithm, but it loves you. Who else we got hanging out in chat? That Darn Raven jumped in early. Hello. Jazzy Caddy, welcome back, and thank you again for the excellent game suggestion for the detective one that we played through last week. That was great fun. Matey8, thank you for your assistance in the detective game that we played through last week. That was great fun. Richard MV, oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're sick, mate. Fingers crossed you're not feeling too poorly, and that it passes by relatively quickly. It's definitely that time of year for things to go around. I was down with a cold about 2 weeks ago. It is not pleasant, so here's hoping you've got plenty of medicine on hand and that it passes by quickly for you, mate. Kartoffel Jaeger 3, welcome back, my friend, and thank you again for supporting the channel. Maximum Cheese, what's up? Indeed. Let's see, who else have we got here? Santa, thank you for stopping by and checking out the stream. Grei, hello, welcome. What kind of tea are you drinking today, mate? I think that is everyone. Here we go. Kim knows I have work to get done, and helpfully notifies me there's some great background gaming happening. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, somehow the algorithm just knows things that it shouldn't know. 100% Normal Human, welcome. You're currently on a road trip, so you might disconnect at random times. No worries, mate. Just appreciate you being here. Right, let's bump down that music a little bit. I think we can get stuck into things without too much extra chatter. The only other things I want to mention before we kick off, just for those that might be interested, that our next review video is in the final stages of editing. It's just taken us a little bit longer than we were expecting to get through it. It's a bit of a tricky one to edit. So I'm just going to adjust this camera a little bit. One sec. Just a little. There we go. That's nice. So we're hoping to have it done basically as soon as possible. We're about up to the stage where we're just editing the verdict section, so we're not far off having it finished. The other thing is, obviously, I went out and did a 30k walk for charity yesterday. I am tired. So forgive me if today's stream is maybe, I don't know, not as energetic or not as snappy as I sometimes am when I'm streaming. I might be a little bit slower on some of the witty responses to things, but I'm gonna do my damnedest. I will admit that I nearly went, oh, you know what, I'm tired, I'm sore, maybe I should just cancel the stream so I can rest. And you know what, actually, no. When I'm tired and sore, what I want is to be able to just have some lighthearted fun, chatting with friends, and playing some bizarre video games. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright, let's get into it, and let's start off with some wheel spins. Here we go. This is the state of the wheel as it is at the moment. Currently have 169 games on the wheel, so I'd like to see if we can get through at least a few of these. So, let's see where we're starting off today. And don't forget to make sure that you've already grabbed your bingo card, so you've got that on hand ready to go. We've got a few spaces that need to be won. We are starting with Slime Sand Super Slime Edition. Well, I'm glad it's the Super Slime Edition and not the normal Slime Edition. I don't know what difference that's going to make, but let's have a peek, shall we? What do we have? Oh, it has a creature as well. Okay, Slime Sand Super Slime Edition. Oh, here we go. Starting off with a great 2D platformer. I'll double check who it was that suggested this one. Comes to us from Sander. Neapolis. There we go. What a way to kick things off. Again, if the algorithm loves Kim for free memberships, the algorithm loves Sander for gaming suggestions. Don't quite know how it works that way, but it does. So, I'm going to pause the music for a sec. Hello, thank you. There we go. Because we need to check a few things for this game. So, first things first. It definitely has less than 200 reviews. So, here's my bingo card. We can at least mark off the one in the center, and we'll see where we go from here. Where's my Steam still gone? There we go. Too many tabs open. There we go. Maximum Cheese. Why does this look like a mobile game? No idea. I mean, maybe because it looks fairly simplistic, but let's see it in action before we judge it in that way. Grei says, everything bagel-flavored cashews. That actually sounds delightful. I need to get myself some of those as a snack. Sanders said, Zonorix might have me beat, but you're up there. I have to agree. Zonorix also has a lot of good luck when it comes to these streams. So, release date is not after 2020. It was pre-2020. This is an older game, 2017. Feels weird saying older game for 2017. It's still relatively new, but that is like almost 8 years old now. In fact, just over 8 years old, looking at the date. The developer and the publisher are different, and they've made a few games. Well, color me curious. Why did this not... Oh, like, this one needs to get onto the recommended list. This looks amazing. Give me some Demon Tides. But hang on a second. This went to Fabraz. Okay, no, that was correct. And then the publisher is Head Up, who has done a whole bunch of other stuff. Okay. So we don't get away with the same developer or publisher, and we don't get away with having done only one game. They've done a few, so interesting that this one didn't get a lot of traction. I'm not sure if Demon Tides or /Turf are under 200. I mean, fair. That looks, I mean, to be fair, that game looks exactly like my cup of tea. But let's have a look at what we've got here. Any of these say if they're the normal trailer? No idea. Let's have a look. What have we got for the trailer for Slime-san? I don't know why I'm saying it that way. It just feels like it should be an anime-style voice. Oh, this is for the level creator. We don't want to see that. We want to see some actual gameplay. Yes, a 2-minute-long trailer. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted. Hello, please go full screen. Thank you. All right. So we've got pixel art style graphics. But everything looks quite fluid. And it looks like I'm going to be dying a lot. The music bops. Hang on, let me just bump that up a little bit for you. 100 unique and challenging levels. Well, we already found unique. See, it looks like there's some interesting mechanics going on here. You've got gravity reversal there. Okay, some light RPG stuff in there as well. A little bit of storytelling. Some very risque art. Like, the aesthetic is fairly simple, but they're consistent with the color scheming of it. Looks like the core colors are going to be white, red, and green. And for a limited color palette, they've actually done quite a lot. But I wonder if it is going to make some things hard to interpret. Okay. There are definitely some power-ups because I'm seeing some different, hats on the characters. But if all the music is of this level of quality, we're going to have a blast with it. Oh, you got it. Ah, perfect. Bird power-ups. Poop enemies. Boss fights. Yeah, I love sentient brains and hearts. Are we inside a body? Because those were tonsils as well. Interesting. I think we are a slime inside a body. Hang on, I'm sorry. Meryl Cheap. There is a bird called Meryl Cheap. Incredible. Oh, don't tell me I mean, I saw him get, hang on. I saw him get eaten, but was it at the very start? Was like actually eaten by a person? Hang on. Oh, we got eaten by that thing. Ah. Yeah, fair. I wasn't paying attention to that. Go ahead and mark off Grail missed something important. That was kind of relevant, turns out. So this is basically Bowser's Inside Story. Yeah, but it's a 2D platformer. Cool, I can dig it. Do I have Grail misses something important? I don't, unfortunate. Okay. The game is more than $10. It's gonna be $21, that's fine. But I also, yes, I do have that one. Game costs more than $10. I got that one. Cool. Oh yes, we need to check to see if there is unique in the description. It was in the video. It is in the description 3 times. Excellent. Well, actually, some of it might be in the reviews, because it's pushing down to here, but I can't see it highlighted. So it might be hiding down there somewhere. What we do have is the Super Slime Edition. Packs an extra 10 levels where you can play as Grandpa San himself. It also includes a dynamic colors feature that alters the game's color palette to a unique one for each world. Slime San's more colorful than ever. Incredible. Okay. And this is where things are a little bit tricky, because like 2D platformers are an oversaturated market for games. But if you can do something unique enough to stand out from the crowd, you can still do quite well. I mean, shoot Slime Sand, hell yes. Guy does things. If I had one, would also have more stuff that I can't think about right now. Cool. Alright, well, what else do we need to look for here? Has anyone already got this? No one has purchased it, but Featherweight has wishlisted it. Do I have wishlisted by a Steam friend? I've got purchased by a Steam friend. Oh, and Game Suggester is in chat. Go ahead and mark that one off. We've got Neo here. I don't have wishlisted. Store tags look like they're fine. Platformer, precision platformer, 2D platformer. So it looks like that's been ranked correctly. We do technically have DLC for it because we've got an official soundtrack that can be purchased. Do I have DLC? I do not have DLC. That's fine. We have achievements. There are point shop items available, but I don't see any. Oh yes, it does have Steam trading cards. Okay, so we can do that one as well. Des, welcome. How are you, mate? It has been a while. Do I have Steam trading cards? No, I do not. Okay, cool. It does have controller support. Definitely has controller support. Which, again, I don't have. But maybe you do. Ah, damn. So close. Okay. I think... Oh, we can check the update history. And then I think we're ready to actually get into the game. Let's have a look. I mean, it was updated with a level editor and a few patches. So, yes, absolutely, it has had updates. And I still don't have that on my card. Dang. Unfortunate. Des, you went to sleep at like 6 p.m. It's midnight now, so I'll stay awake for some time. I mean, yeah, perfect. Get yourself a little bit of a nap, then you can stay awake for a couple hours and then get a bit more nap. 100% normal human got disconnected for a second. I was really close to a bingo already. Ooh, that is unfortunate. But if there are extra tiles that need me to double check for you, just let me know and we'll have a look. Solar Kissin, I do own this game though, unless we're not Steam friends anymore somehow. I mean, I didn't take you off my friends list. Oh, I'm an idiot. I was looking at the wrong bit. I thought it would have been above the wishlist bit, but no, we've got 1 friend wishlisted it and 6 friends already own it. You know what? Good job to our community for 6 people having bought this game already, considering that it's only got 74 reviews. I've got a feeling that our community knows what's up. We've got good taste in games. And I'm so sorry I missed that. Soma, Ravenwing, Solo Kissin, Raven's Flight, Neapolis, and Idstoi all have this game as well. Even Sander forgot he knows this game. That's incredible. There we go. We can mark that one off. We've got unique in the description. I think that's all I can get from here. But let's see what comes up later. So, and it has got... Ooh. Just a thought for later. Can someone put this into the Discord? We should add a bingo tile for a game having a demo available. Because that's one that does pop up every now and then. It's not always there, but it's there often enough that I think it's worth making a tile for it. So if someone could pop that into the Discord so I remember to do that later, that would be amazing. Cool. In the meantime, I am going to get this game purchased, put you guys over to a holding screen, enjoy some music and a round of Wordle. Best of luck to you on that one. Get some little bit of background music going there. That way I can get this downloaded, we can check out the file size and all that stuff. Solokisson said, I have it because I really like Fabriz's later game Demon Turf. Haven't played much of Slime Town, unfortunately. I saw a quick snapshot of Demon Turf and it looks like it would be right up my alley. From my experience, the default resolution is really weird and covers up some of the menu options. Don't know if that's a me problem though. Well, we will find out very soon, won't we? Because if anyone's going to have, display issues, it is probably going to be me, because I keep putting things at 4K resolution when a lot of developers don't even consider that people might be playing at 4K resolution. Alright, we are installing Slime San. But I always appreciate games that have an inbuilt level editor. That's a great way to add extra longevity to the game. Whoa, Pride was very close to the answer. That was pretty good. Mediate coming with Brine. Could be it, could be it. Let's have a look. Game is 423 megabytes as a download. Let's check the local files though. Oh, Brine was not it. Close, but no. Oh, total file size unpacked is 1.5 gigabytes. So we will be able to mark that one off. Not that it matters for me because I don't actually have it. Dang it. Hey, there we go. Congratulations to Sander and Solokisson who both got it with Tripe. That was correct. Well done. Right, so just to confirm, I had a look in the backgrounds, the file size for the game is 1.5 gigabytes, so you can go ahead and mark off, game is more than 1 gigabyte. Technically, the download was only around 400 meg, but once it was unpacked, it's over a gig. Alright, let's pause some music, because we have an actual game to get into. Perfect. Now, as usual, we won't start the timer until we've at least had a look through the options so that we don't lose any time for actual gameplay. It is apparently launching. It is apparently running. Nothing is happening. That's fine. There we go. There, we've got the dev logo.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, why are you in my game? Alright, that is one way to kick things off. So, where were we? Bingo cards. Did I have it on there? Yes, dev logo. We got that one. I think we can safely already say it is original music, and the music slaps. It absolutely slaps. Like, I only needed to hear the opening notes to be like, yeah, this is gonna be good. We do have credits here already as well, actually. So you can go ahead and mark off credits found, which, oh, roll credits. Yeah, that counts. I'm close. I don't think this is a spiritual successor, and they didn't only make one game, so I can't get that one. You guys did win the Wordle. I can't get that one until I get bingo, so that's pointless. So I'm not going to get that either. Darn. I'm pretty sure the game doesn't have multiplayer. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this. Okay, but it was definitely not a solo dev, given all of this. But, yeah, we've got nice list of music composers, so we know it was all original compositions. There are no options. At least not on this screen. I'm also going to drop the music down just a little, because that's actually quite loud. Yeah. Oh, hang on, here we go. What have we got on the side here? We have shopping, add-ons, pick your campaign, level editor, extras, rankings. Here we go. Settings. It is down the bottom here. There we go. Why not put your settings on the main screen, though? That makes no sense. Okay. Audio settings. We have separate sliders. Excellent. I love those little descriptions. Bend all sound waves to your will. Music. Why would you turn this down? Gameplay sounds bleep bloop. That's very sweet. I love a little bit of personality there. Visual settings. There is a lot going on here. It has detected the correct resolution, so you can go and mark that off. Grain effects if you want. Okay, you can make it a little bit crisper if you want. I might turn this one on just for the sake of the stream, because I know it can have some problems with the bitrate. I don't think we need to worry about the others. I'm going to try playing with controller, by the way, just to see how it goes. Oh, and we do have accessibility options, because we've got ones for different versions of color blindness. So that is amazing. Does that allow me to mark anything off out of all of that? I have got the accessibility options. Haven't found any of that. Didn't default to window mode. I can't mark off any of the others yet. Someone must be pretty close to getting bingo with the number of ones that we've had. Alright. Anything else we want to cover here? Oh, button mapping. We've got rebindable controls. Perfect. Gameplay settings as well for adjusting certain behavior, including thumbstick sensitivity. I'll take that. We do have language. There's a lot going on here. They've actually been pretty thorough when it comes to the settings, so I can't complain about that. Okay. And it looks like there's going to be quite a lot of levels as well. Solid kissing, you go close and probably get one if someone doesn't get it first, because you're missing Grail misses something important. No, we already got Grail misses something important, because I missed it when we were watching the trailer. I missed the fact that we got eaten and this entire game takes place inside of someone. Or something. Yeah, so that one's already happened, so Solid Kissing, if that was the only one that you needed for bingo, mark it off and drop it into the Discord, because you got bingo. Oh, you joined the stream after that. This is why you gotta ask questions, my friend. You gotta ask. I don't mind repeating. And that reminds me, I still haven't taken the time to come up with a way of actually building a list of these. I have to see if anyone's got any bright ideas on how I can do that, because I think ideally there would be a way to have almost like a live list of the bingo tiles that we've found that you can then just do a command, like an exclamation command in the chat to pull up a list that only you can see of all the valid tiles that you can get it marked off. Let me have a look and see if you've posted it. Zonorix over on the Discord. I was planning to be at the stream time, but I got really sleepy, so I won't be. Ping me if one of yours gets one of his gets rolled. Well, Zonorix, no, you missed out by not being here. That's on you. Sorry. I know your name is 100% normal human, but on Twitch you're just 100 normal human. It's all that comes through on the chat here. I know Jax Films does it. He has a way to have a live list that appears. Yeah, I think he works closely with one of his moderators to build the list as he goes, but he just puts it up on stream. My concern is that it would end up being too much text on stream, especially while we're trying to play a game. So there's definitely got to be a way to do it. We've just got to figure out a system. And although we've got Sander in the stream today, we don't consistently have a moderator in the stream to be able to do that. So it would have to be something that I can do on my end, which would be a little bit trickier. Mavamoo hip, hello, how are you doing? Feeling kind of tired, don't know how long you'll stay, but thought jump on the stream for a bit still. Well, appreciate you being here. Hopefully, we're going to be getting some fun games that'll either keep you awake, or potentially make you feel more sleepy so you can go and get the sleep that you deserve. Oh, I can call you Drew. Awesome. I will try to remember that. Apologies if I forget. I have a brain like a sieve. But I will try. Alright, Solikisson, just waiting to see if you've dropped that into the Discord so we can verify your bingo. I don't want to move on and cause any confusion for other people by finding more bingo tiles before we get there. Here, what did Solikisson say? Oh wait, technically I put game actually slaps early because you played it already. Oh, I see. Okay, well, let's do a couple of levels so we can verify if it actually slaps and then we can do it. Maximum Cheese, I think if you had a stream deck, you could maybe map the buttons to spaces or something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is I need something like that will get the job done. Or something that does like a virtual stream deck with things that I can just click on to get it to verify. Only problem is that the number of bingo tiles we've got, the possible options, I think there's about 40 or something, so I don't know how that would fit onto a stream deck. But I'm sure there's a way. I'm sure there's a way. For now, though, what we're doing, it works well enough. Alright, so, in that case then, because we're waiting to actually get some gameplay, let's get into some gameplay! We're here, let's do it. Now, yeah, I'm going to play with controllers because that's my preference compared to using mouse and keyboard. So I'm going to put the arms on my chair down. We're in sports mode now. Here we go. And let's put 30 minutes on the clock and get into it. Ah, yes, there's the beautiful beast we've been swallowed by. It does not have the correct controller glyphs. Okay, we've gone into the first level. Yeah, see, it shows Xbox controls. That is good enough. Okay, we've got a wall jump. Nice. I mean, I don't know what the apple is for, but I'm going to get it. Ah, there is a UI in the top right for the number of apples, so I'm guessing in each level or world there's 4 apples hidden. Okay, so that's just the, like, next level animation. So, holding left trigger turns us invisible, we move more slowly, and still jump, and it allows us to phase through things. Now, what happens if I let go of it inside of here? Nothing. It just stays on until you move out. Hold down the morph button, and time slows down. What is the morph button? That? Yeah, it does, okay. So I can use that to get easier timing on there. Cool. Ah, I was hoping there was like a little hidden thing over there, but no, it was only death. Alright, that's cool. Oh, that's evil. Got it, though. Okay. So do each of these count as an individual level? Also, what is that symbol in the top left? I'm guessing there's like a... Oh dear. Time limit that you're meant to beat each level in for like an extra prize or something? There we go. Or maybe it's when like the things start to rise up from the bottom? Don't know. Okay, cool. 80, oh wow, love the stats on it. 88 jumps, 2 deaths, no dashes. Didn't know I could dash, it hasn't told me how yet. Alright, on to the next level. So yes, there is a time trial to be able to beat as well. You can fall off an edge and jump midair. Yeah, I found that out by accident a second ago. I would also love to be able to see what's down here. Thank you, game. Okay, nothing that I actually want. Ah, but maybe... Oh, okay, you can't touch the bread. Gotcha. But I can do that. There we go. Where am I? I'm up there. Alright, so red stuff bad, green stuff good. Got it. Come up here and get this. So obviously this worm likes both slimes and apples. Got it. We went upwards on that one. Jump and then dash to reach the other side. You've not told me what button dash is yet. There we go, right trigger. Okay. Try jumping and dashing up to reach high up places. How high up does the dash go? Not very high. Okay. You can also dash into these bricks to break them. Bonk. Alright, cool. So, dash, very useful. You can also morph while dashing. Cool. Don't touch that. We're gonna do a that and a that. No! I was gonna do a thing and it didn't. fine. I'm not that worried about it. Drew says excrement fields, poo-poo plains. Is that really what it said? I missed that. This is morphing madness up the top. Okay, I see. We go through there. We wall jump up, dash across, and we go like this. Nailed it. Don't do that. That is not how it's meant to go. Close, but no. There we go. What's that? Press Y. I mean, I have a little bird on my head, so that's cool. Okay, so we've got a zoom function. Oh, okay, yeah, I was not far off before when I was saying that the it would start to rise. There we go. Phase through. Damn it. Oh, there's definitely an easier way to do it, because I can do that, and then... No. Ah! Okay, I'm gonna have to get used to that. Ooh. Nice, okay. Duck Norris. Yo, Slime10, you got swallowed too? I heard there's a town of survivors in here somewhere. Okay. Called Slump Town or something? I'll see you there later, buddy. Oh. Oh, hi. How you guys doing? Whoa. Buddy, look. There's another dude here. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. My name's Diver, and that pillbug over there is Buddy. I was born with these rad wing flaps, so I'm addicted to wingsuit diving. Buddy warned me this will get us into trouble, but nah, I didn't listen. I mean, come on, who would have thought this cave was actually a worm? Huh? There's a town of survivors in here called Slumtown. That is awesome! Alright, I guess I'll see you there, little dude. Cool. I don't know what that was, but we got it. Cool. There's a secret A thing. Okay. Helpful sign. Press what? You wanna run that by me again? Press enter or guys, come on. You can't do this. Press enter or select to restart the level. Okay, cool. That's useful to know. Maybe let me read that without dying. Like, if that's one bit of feedback I've got for the game, it's like, come on. If I'm reading a sign, at least, like, pause time or something like that. It's as solid as things feel if you don't let the player actively read the things they... Come on. Oh, that's not the way to do that, man. Oh, we are so dead. Alright, we need to be faster than that. We can do this. Down we go. Up we go. Back down. Dash up. No! Went too high. It's too fast that time. Ah! Why? Huh. Getting vertical height is harder than it should be. Ow. Messed that up. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Grab that, back down we go. Jump through there, jump through there. Come on. We got it. Freaking nailed it. Where am I? Down there. Sometimes that's half the challenge, just figuring out where you are. Nope. Not like that, we don't. Come on. Get up. Okay, so far I have to say, like, everything feels really satisfying to play. But it is, at its core, still very simple. But the phase and dash mechanics do add a nice layer of things. And the slow time can make you feel really cool when you get things right. God damn it. That extra one just coming from the top ruined my day. Come on. No! Why? I was facing the other direction. That's kind of a rude way to do a dash, not gonna lie. Come on, eat that. Yeah, we go. Okay. Slimy, yet satisfying. Isn't that a, the Lion King quote? Was I mistaken? Hey Gino, how you doing? Have I played Demon Turf? No, I have not. But I saw the trailer for it recently, and it... Well, not the trailer, I saw just a little snippet of it. And it looked fantastic. What did I miss there? Something in the chat, sorry. Mamu's here. Incorrect controller glyphs can be so disturbing, it messes me up so much. I'm kind of used to it because I've played a lot of games that were designed with Xbox controller glyphs in mind. So, just, I don't know, I've adapted, I guess. The aesthetic almost reminds you of Downwell. I've heard of Downwell, so I think I know what you're talking about. They definitely love Bird Puns, I have to agree. Oh. Yeah, it's the same dev. It seems like they... It definitely feels like it's been a choice to go from the aesthetic of Demon Turf / Tides to this aesthetic. I'm not 100% sure what their reasoning was for... Oops, that was the wrong button. Can I go back to level select? I can. Okay, yeah, so each level was comprised of multiple short stages. So we started with Platform Playground, Dinner Dash, Morphing Madness, Denied, Use Secret Room. Ah, okay, well that's fine. That was Bullet Blast. So yeah, I think they're going to be living up to the precision platformer aspect of things. But I'm very glad that they've not just gone to be like, hey, I want to be a Celeste clone. Try dashing into these spots. I mean, yeah, I did figure that one out, thank you. That is a tutorial too late. So far, though, I would say that it's been a good tutorial. But that one was definitely tutorial too late, so actually you can go ahead and mark off both of those. Alright, you need to get knocked down, become a platform. Oh, come on. There we go. Just wanted to make sure you didn't hit the spikes. I have to say, the way that they've integrated that like little loading screen is quite useful. I'm guessing I need to push all those down to make platforms. Yeah, there we go. Come on, go! I wasn't expecting them to add the extra, like, pressure of the time constraints onto this, but I'm kind of glad that they did. Ah, you can only dash once. So, how do we do this then? We do it like that. Dash into this block to get it past. Yep, did that. Come on, upwards and onwards. Okay. Well, we don't want to push that. Is there a secret here? No. Also, one small thing that I just noticed is I love the slime trail that gets left behind as you progress through the level. It's very Super Meat Boy reminiscent. Come on, keep pushing. We're running out of time. Let's go, little slime. This poor Wormerin's getting acid reflux. Alright, we're just gonna dash past all that nonsense. Ah! Too fast for my own good. No! Why? Okay. There seems to be a little bit of odd sensitivity with it deciding to go vertically instead of sideways sometimes. Otherwise it seems to be alright. Ah! Whoa! Hello! Hello! Nope! We're going! Alright. Grab that. Face in there. Oh, do I have to wait here? I do. Come on. There we go. And then we just dash across. That was a fun way to start a level. My bad. Ah! There we go this way, please. Right, where am I going? I could just drop down there out of the apples on this side. Gotcha. Nope. Ah, you jerk. That's fine. I wanted to try and do this faster anyway. Like that. Nice. Also, I wish I would explain a little bit more who our bird companion is. I would love some background on that. Okay. Oh, damn it. I was going to say that slow-mo was coming in clutch. Gets that. Over there. Up we go. Nailed it. See, I'm decent at platformers. Same, but it seems like my mind doesn't want to associate the glyphs together. Like, I'd be playing good, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what A is supposed to be on PlayStation. What always throws me is when it comes up with press X. I'm like, hang on a sec, gotta think about this. Which one is it? What did the glyph say before? Right. Infamous Gil, welcome. How you doing, mate? Glad the Graeldon is expanding into the genre of slime-type games. Is that its own genre? How many games are in there? Give me more suggestions. I mean, there's Slime Rancher, that's a well-known one, but what other slime games should I be aware of? Doesn't seem like there's that many games in the slime genre. Yeah, it is very Super Meat Boy, but it's not quite up to the same level. It's not as fluid. Can I do anything to save him? No. Okay, but it lets me know that they're gonna chase if they can see. Right, so we're gonna go this way, bait him up here, and then whoop! No, you don't. And we jump over that little thing. Yeah. That's how it's done. Drop down there, grab that, dash across. Yeah, you guys ain't got nothing on me. So I'm guessing this is like the red and green Koopas. Some will just move back and forth. No, the other ones still chase you as well. Oh, excuse me, I wanted that. Beautiful. Slime Rancher 2, fair. Slime. What's Slime Heroes? What? You're a bouncy dude. Okay. Let's climb the wall. Ah, come on. I cleared that. The game just doesn't love me. Fine, we'll do it that way. Beautiful. All the apples, and completed very fast. I'm happy with that. But I still need context on this. Right. Yeah, it looks like you can phase through the green, because I did manage to phase through the bouncy one by accident. Hey, come on. This is definitely possible. There we go. Also, interesting that dashing speeds time back up again. It gives quite a cool effect. Ooh, I see you down there. I missed, but I see it. Ooh. There we go. Oh, okay. That's quite cute, the way they start to, like, trace their path, rather than just always being this. Come on! Grab the thing. There we go. Yeah, no, I can't make that. Also, there's no diagonal dash. It's only 4-directional. So where is this going to take me then? Yeah, okay, I can make that work. Yeah! I missed, but it's fine. What are you saying there? Straight glorping it, hell yeah. Slime 3K, rise against... Is that Despot or Despo? I think it's Despot, right? Melis Badger, hello, how you doing, mate? Good, thanks for stopping by. Plot hole of the game. Who put those arrow and slime sand signs in the digestive system of this worm? Immersion ruined. Well, maybe this is not our first time through. Maybe it was one of our predecessors. How am I meant to get... Oh, I see. Okay, there's a platform that goes around. Alright, we pop to there. Let that come round. Dash. Oh, missed! Or I could just do this and then wait here. This also works. Perfect. Can we still get out in time? Yes. Yes, we can. that death over there? It is death over there. Gotcha. So, yeah. Ooh, we're going to need to be quick on that. We go to there. Ah! Couldn't quite get it. But I can do this. Huh. We're out of time. I do think some of the sounds to like indicate when you've run out of time could be a little more obvious. Oh no! Couldn't save it. There we go. Yes, good. And there. Beautiful. Alright, so I guess what I'm like starting to wonder now is like, how difficult is this game going to get? Where am I trying to go from here? Oh, the platform is trying to go that way. But what if I just did this? Ah, I can't make it over. Alright, fine. Can I get it from here? Yeah, I can. No one needs to wait for a platform. Maybe I need to wait for a platform. I take it back. I take it back. Platform, go faster. But not that fast. Don't go into the enemies. We have to go around the enemies. Okay. That's what I get for trying to look at chat. I would also appreciate it if the game, like, I guess, paused for just a moment until you press a button to move. Also, this looks suspicious AF over here. Secret level. Croc, what do you do down here? Hi. Frogato. Yikes. Now I've got it done it. I was on my way to Nene's house and I got swallowed whole by this worm. How am I supposed to find a job now? What? There's a town of survivors in here? What if anyone's looking to hire? Yeah, someone probably is, but it ain't me. I've got no money. Have you done something cool, then fail immediately? Because I honestly don't know what qualifies as that. I think I probably have. There's a couple of times where I managed to get most of the way through the level, doing some good platforming, and then just utterly face planted. So I will allow that. Where did they get those slime sand signs, though? I think slime sand has a stalker. Very possible. Oh damn, Matey 8 has bingo. Okay, let me just pause the timer there for a second then. If you pop it into the Discord, I'll have a look in just a sec. Amra, why does this game have a mechanic that makes your save un-100%able, the level skip thing? No, you can still go back and do it. It's just because I used the secret room. All I have to do is replay the level, but don't take the secret exit. Simple. Melis Badger, side note, I've been a watcher of the channel for some time now, and must say I really like your videos. Thanks for making them. Greetings from friends. Thank you very much for the kind words, Melis Badger. Appreciate you taking the time to actually check things out. We've got a few French people in the community, and greetings from Australia. Alright, let's have a look. Do we have anything in the bingo? We do. Let me bring this over. Schwabam! There we go. So, we have... Ooh, we got it on the diagonal as well. Don't get that often. Soundtrack is a banger, absolutely. Roll credits, we did manage to find them. Less than 200 reviews, yep. Grail misses something important, and Grail does something cool, then fails immediately. Absolutely, Matey 8, you've nailed the bingo. Round of applause. Alright, let's award you your point. Is this the first one? Yeah, I feel like you've had... This is your first bingo as well. Ah, there we go. Let's add you to the leaderboards. Oh, no, wait. No, I apologize. No. You've had bingo before. This is your third. Oh, a new contender has entered the fray. Which means Snood is still in first place, but Matey 8 jumps up. Oh my gosh. Alright, hang on. Where is my leaderboard? We need to bring Matey 8 up. So no one gets kicked off the leaderboard. But Matey 8 moves into second place. Which is quite the achievement. Alright, well done. There we go. Oh, no, it's not finding the game now. Uh-oh. There we go. We got it. Oh, where's the timer gone? There it is. Nice. So, sharing first place. But that just means, who knows, maybe you'll get another one in this stream. Maybe. Not a new record yet. Whoever gets to 4 first is going to be holding the record. Well, yeah, absolutely. Welcome to the 3 Club. Alright, let's get this timer going again. We still have just over 8 minutes left of gameplay, so I'm curious to see if they introduce any new mechanics here. Also, they started the timer. You can see it in the top left. The game just unpaused itself. That wasn't me. I didn't touch anything and it just unpaused. Sorry, I'm so sorry, game, for wanting to take a moment to talk about you. I was saying, I'm going to be interested to see if the next 8 minutes it introduces a new mechanic to keep things fresh. Because so far it's just kind of good, but it's not doing anything outstanding. Right, you can dash and jump infinitely while swimming. That's good to know. Ooh, controls are a little more floaty, but not too bad. Okay, well, there we go. We found ourselves a new mechanic. I was asking for this. I'm not sure I like the controls, though. Ah, no! Right, go on. He still sticks to the walls, which doesn't really make a lot of sense when you're swimming. What? Oh, come on. I barely touched that. I think the lack of diagonal dashes does hurt the game a little bit when you've got diagonal movement elsewhere. Oh, okay. We're going this way. Just get straight by you. That's fine. Yeah, not the best water movement I've experienced in a 2D game. It's very floaty. It works, but it's not enjoyable. So I'm glad that we've moved on from that rather quickly. I do wonder if actually the fact that the upward dash doesn't really give much momentum hurts the platforming a bit. Kind of hard to say. The mid-air jump kind of makes up for it. And we have got some fresh music now, which is always an added bonus. Gotcha. And they're consistent with the instrumentation, which is always a plus. Oh, you... Short. That gave me too much momentum there. Still too much momentum. Ah, there we go. See, like, just trying to get down that hole is difficult because he sticks to the sides. And it's all just like these little things that make the platforming feel less precise than it could. And that's also very unforgiving, but I guess that's just living up to the precision part of the precision platformer. Alright, grab. No. Grab that. Yes! Nailed it. Okay. Yeah, floaty controls while literally floating. It doesn't feel great. Maybe it's just like 1 PM here, but for some reason I'm more tired at daytime, so staying awake is easy for you. Wait, you mean 1 AM? Yeah, you meant AM, yeah. Maximum Cheese is 5 PM over here. What time zone are you in? Yeah, a lot of people from all over the world tune in here. Maybe I get it. I'm usually more of a nighttime person, but I have to wake up at 5 AM for my show, with my sleep habits and all. 5 AM starts is rough. I do feel you on that one. That's where I was up at 4 AM yesterday for this event. I'm very glad that it's done. Because I am not a morning person at the best of times. Okay. Yep, that works. We dash over there. Wait, how am I meant to get that? Oh, so close. I think even with a big jump that doesn't make it. I do a mid-air jump there, but I can't get enough airtime out of it. Huh. You know that moment where you're like, I am missing a mechanic? Yeah, alright. We are gonna leave him alone because I cannot figure it out. Come on, I nailed that jump so well. No! So that gets across there nice and smoothly. And then you can do that. But the air jump doesn't get you enough distance. Oh, whatever. Moving on. Okay. We have... Oh, right. I like that little animation to pinpoint where you are. That's a nice touch. The walls are closing in already. Well... Oh, boy. Yeah, I agree. Okay, well, let's go this way. Okay, that's kind of rude. That put us back there. Alright, that gets us out. I was just a bit too slow. Okay, fall from there, fall from there. Grab that. Nailed it. What am I looking at? Hi, buddy. You having a nice bath? You look relaxed, I guess. Teleporting time raid. Are those blood bags? Hi. Welcome to our world-famous onsen. Need a rest within Mummy's belly? This is... Wait a minute. You're a slime? Get out of here. This place is for wormies only. Yeesh, unbelievable. Skedaddle already. That is gross. Sir Peanut, it's 1:01 for you in Germany, and you are hard drunk. That sounds like the best way to be at 1 o'clock in the morning. You've got your priorities sorted out. Enjoy the video, have yourself a good night, Sir Peanut, and thank you for stopping by, appreciate it. Pancake Sparkle, welcome by the way, how you doing? I didn't notice that you were here. As we know, England is the center of the world, it absolutely is, Mellis. Everything should be based around that. It's either going to be England or it's going to be the US. Oh, okay, so I need to kill time here while I wait for that thing in the middle to move. And then I should be able to just slip down the side there. We're going to quickly dash over so we can grab that. And shaboom, we're out. Okay, I need to land on that. And then jump through. Dash past all the nonsense. Yeah, the little reticule to show where you've teleported to is pretty nice. That's a good way to telegraph it, and I'm glad that they included that. Is this a bouncy thing? It is a bouncy thing. How am I out of time already? Well, that's fair. Okay, you know, it starts with no time. Got it. Oh, I thought I had that. It was close, it was close. So I've got one air jump. Yeah. That's how we do it. I will say, this music is right up my alley, because I love this kind of, like, techno, bit-tune style melodic music. It's got a nice rhythm to it. It just... It's the kind of one I think where if you play this game a lot, you would get the main tune stuck in your head. Oh, there I am, I'm bouncing. Okay, sure. But it also wouldn't sound out of place putting it on a Spotify playlist. Oh, there is no ground there. Alright, well, we're going to let this just go then, I think. So what I can do is I can land there to get my dash back. Oh, you... Wow, they timed that well. They knew someone would try that. Okay. What? Well, that's just rude. Oh, I thought I timed that perfectly. There we go. I touched something I shouldn't have, apparently. Oh, there's only 2 blocks there. If you go to the right of it, there's actually no ground and you just fall straight through, I think. Oh, but you're bouncy as well! Absolute jerk. No, timed that poorly. I know that, like, I could just take my time with it, but I don't want to. Because this is way more fun, damn it. Come on. Wait just a second. Dash. Bounce. Yes, there we go. Okay. We are bouncing all over the place. They always put one level like this in, like, yeah, we've got bouncy things. Good luck. Right, so I need to, avoid hitting the walls because this happens. Nope, not yet. Now, go. Yeah! Nailed it. Alright, we are out of time. What did I miss here? Balatro music is so relaxing. I haven't played Balatro yet. I'm waiting for a good excuse to do it. Also, I just noticed the little emote up the top and I'm like, yay! Very cute. Keygen music, is that what it's called? There's so many different genres of music out there that I don't always know what the right term for it is. So, anyway, let's get the poll up. It's time to vote if it's going back to spinning the wheel or if we're going to be carrying on with more of this game. So vote yes to spin the wheel, vote no to see more of Slime Sand. Over to you guys. While I catch up on some of the chat. So Pete, I'm going to watch the stream to sleep in. Ah, that sounds like a lovely thing to do. Menace Badger, this is an onsen of what? No, you don't want to know. I mean, we saw it pouring in through a tube on the right-hand side. It was definitely not sanitary, let's put it that way. There we go. Yeah, I agree. Like, Mamu is a champ for getting up so early in the morning for work. Like, that is rough. I still hope you'll be able to get to work somewhere where we'll be able to start the day later. There are definitely perks to starting nice and early in the morning because you then, does you time it right, you can end up having a good chunk of time in the afternoon and evening to yourself for things. But you've got to be very careful of getting into a habit where you're getting 5 or 6 hours of sleep because that's not good for your body. Drew, welcome back. Back in the zone with the connection. How's the game been so far? Pretty good. I would say that the game slaps, so I'm going to go ahead and mark that off on mine. It's a solid game, but I definitely feel like it's not as fluid as it could be. It does a lot right, but I would also say that it's trying to replicate, no, not replicate, it's paying homage to games like Super Meat Boy, but I would say the aesthetic's not quite there, and the platforming, the game feel isn't quite there either. It's close, but I would still say something like Super Meat Boy is superior. And I think it's because it's just a little bit snappier, and a little bit more fluid with its movement. Alright, the vote has finished. We can complete that. So, majority voted that yes, it's time to spin the wheel. So we're going to be moving on to a new game. Fantastic. Alright, let us close out of this one then. We can exit back to level select. I would say that actually the music is the strongest part of this game. It is fantastic and I love the soundtrack. So full kudos to the composers for the game. They've done a fantastic job. If anything, I would say that maybe the aesthetic lets it down slightly. Alright, let's jump back. We can take Slime Sand Super Slime Edition off the board. It is time to spin and see what we're playing next. This also means there's going to be time to start a fresh bingo chart as well. We are going to be playing Sunstone War. Interesting, interesting. Is this a match 3 game? It sounds like it could be. What is Sunstone War? No. I don't... It's a tower defense game, apparently. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what to expect with this one. So, first things first, let's grab our bingo chart. It's time to do a new one. So always make sure you do new, not clear, so that way you get fresh tiles and they get rearranged. You don't run into the same dead ends that you might have run into last time. There we go. And let's see what we can mark off. First things first, it has got definitely less than 200 reviews, only 33, so at least we get the center tile for this one. That's always a good start. Sunstone War is the unique action... Oh, we've already got unique in the description. It is literally the 5th word. Do I have unique in the description? No, I don't. Unfortunate. Mel's Badger, never had to wake up really early for work, but I used to work in a fast food restaurant till 2 a.m. and it sucked. Messed up your sleep schedule for quite some time. Ooh, you work until 2 a.m. That's rough. I don't know what time they're getting you started on it, but ouch. Oh, I just realized my chat had stopped. Hang on. We back? Give me a sec. What did I... Have I missed that? Oh, yeah, yes, a little bit. All right, we're back there. Yeah, working for fast food chains is often hell. Not surprised it sucked. For anyone that works in fast food, I've got a lot of respect for you because you put up with a lot of rubbish from people. Man, we're also working in fast food service at the moment. Sometimes we have to serve around 3,000 people for lunch. That is absolutely ridiculous. Like I said, full kudos to anyone and everyone that works in the fast food service industry. I think you guys are criminally underpaid and undervalued, overworked, and have to deal with some of the most garbage people that modern society has to offer. So I have full respect for all of you. As someone who's worked in retail themselves, I know how rough it can be, and I was working in one of the nicer parts of retail. Alright, developer and publishers, we've got Blukulele on both of them. They have done more than one game, Sunstone War and Overwhelmed, which does feel like it would be an overwhelming game. Cyrilus Dev has done only Sunstone War, though. That links to the same, and OK Joy has published a number of things. Now, that's where it's a bit interesting, because having two publishers feels a bit odd. Do we pull a technicality here? Because technically, it does have the same developer and publisher, it's just not only the same developer and publisher. And we could also argue, because you've got Cyrolus Dev on there, that it could also be the only game that they've made. Interesting. Oh yes, I need to double check who it was that actually suggested this game as well. Give me 1 second. Where am I? There. Yes, so this was suggested by Gust in March this year, who is in the chat. How you doing, Gust? So, do I have... I don't have Game Suggester in chat. Dang it, I had it on the last one, just not this one. Yeah, but what are our thoughts? Would we call this as the same developer and publisher? Is the game just their name? You're close to a bingo already. Wow. I don't think it is just their name. Cyrolus, not name. Blukulele, not name. I don't think we can do that one. Yeah, but absolutely agree. Someone's stance on fast food workers makes a big difference. Yeah, Mediate said a good indicator if someone is a good person is if they respect service as fast food workers. If they don't, that's a giant red flag. I absolutely agree. It's always interesting when you've met a new friend, a new person, and you go out for a meal together. The way they interact with the staff will tell you a lot about that person. Yeah, I'm going to make a call on it. This is same developer and publisher. And because one of the developers has only made one game, we can go ahead and mark off only made one game. So we've got only made one game. Developer is not just their name, so we can't do that one. I don't have same developer and publisher. That's unfortunate. That's fine. I think the tags look okay. Adventure, Tower Defense Strategy, RTS. That looks like it's going to hit the mark. Let's have a look at the trailer to see what we're getting into. Does it have any sound? Hang on. Hello? Okay. More pixel art graphics. Seems to be the bread and butter of indie devs. Interesting approach to tower defense in that the towers are movable. Wasn't expecting that. Carry everything, including enemies and your entire team. But you have a stamina bar, so presumably heavy objects you can't carry for as long or as far. This feels almost like it's going to be something like Vampire Survivors combined with tower defense. The enemy design and stuff are cool though, I like this. The music, especially for a trailer though, doesn't feel like it's anywhere near as punchy as it could be. It's cute, but it feels like it's lacking in oomph. Certainly interesting concept. Love the boss design, that's cool. Alright, I'm curious. Trailer was over a minute long, so we can't mark that one off. Yeah, I was going to touch on say Melis Badger. Technically, I think this is the first stream that at least I'm aware of that you've jumped into. So I think we can mark off new person in chat. If it comes up on another one, we'll have to see if we have another new person in chat. We can't use you for every single one. Pancake Spaghetti. The music sounds very generic. Epic adventure. It's not even epic. It just sounds like very generic, like fantasy or adventure music. So I'd be interested to see if it's an original composition or if they've used licensed music from somewhere. Is it a weird genre blend? I don't think so. Oh, actually, no. Tower defense combined with RTS, I think has been done before. I don't think so. They've introduced some new mechanics into a tower defense, but I don't think it's a weird genre blend. Now, interestingly, no one I know has this game or has wishlisted it. So even though Gust is here and Gust recommended this game for the wheel, Gust has not actually even wishlisted this game. Now, I'm not trying to shame you, Gust, but I think that says something. Let's see. It has achievements, but does not have trading cards. We already found unique in the description because it was right at the top. Hasn't had any updates. Oh, you played the demo and found it fun. Yeah, again, we definitely need to make sure we put a demo tile onto our bingo one. Yes, it has had a couple of updates. Very interesting that though the first patch was 1.1.4. How does that work? It's an interesting numbering convention. Do I have updates? No, I don't believe I do. Oh, that's fine. Okay, I think that's everything that I need to check on here. It does say it's got controller compatibility, so we can mark that one off. I don't have controller compatibility, but maybe you do. Maximum cheese is already 2 away from a bingo. Wow, that's pretty good. Well, let's see if we can get you one, hey? All right, I will. Oh, the game is more than $10. And I don't have that one either. Cool. Well, let's get that into the cart. I will get you guys over to the holding screen so you can have a round of Wordle with a little bit of background music. Go, reset the timer. Let's get this purchased and downloading. Oh, Mamamoo, worst bingo card so far. I'm sorry, it is luck of the draw with these, unfortunately. You can't win them all. I think from what I've seen with the stats, on average, each game has a roughly 25 to 33% chance of someone getting a bingo. Oh, Gino, you're not going to be able to get that one there. The developer is not just their name, but we might be able to get the correct resolution one for them. Oh, you've got accidental horror, Pancakes Michael. You never know, there might be some accidental horror in this one. We don't know what the boss fights are going to look like, or what the story of the game is, if there is one. What the music sounds like. Yeah, Richard, and welcome Richard, by the way. I think you might be right there. It's probably that they had pre-release updates that were private, and then the first actual Steam release was like a 1.1.2 or something like that. Yeah, so close so far. Some of these are going to be cursed. And by the way, I will take feedback. If we consistently get bingo tiles that are just never used, we can absolutely remove them. But I wanted to put some fun ones in there that might come up, you know, 1 in every 10 games, rather than something that's just always a given. Because realistically, the only bingo tile that should always be a given, or at least like 99% of the time, is the less than 200 reviews tile. Everything else is chance. Ooh, Grasp is a great guess. Western Station's coming in. See if it registers. Yes, Grasp was correct. So congratulations to Western Stations and Boucher Site for backing them up on that one. That was 100% the right call to make. Let's have a look. Do I have Chatwin's Wordle? I don't. Oh, dang it. I think I've got the cursed bingo card this time. I've only got 3 tiles that actually work. Hang on, actually I didn't check the release date of the game. Sorry, give me a sec to go back. It was released after 2020, so I can do that one. Which I think also means you can mark off Grail misses something important, because I did miss that one when we were looking at the store page. So we can do both of those. You're lucky that my brain is being a bit dumb today so that we can get some of these ones. Alright, let us jump over and actually get into the game. Right, Sunstone War. Are you going to be any good? There's only one way to find out, and that is to see if it actually launches. Okay, yes, gamepad is recommended. Nice, nice. Okay. Transaction credits question marks? Okay, let's check the settings first. We have separate music and sound sliders. That's good. Let me just bump the music back up a little bit here. This game's not quite as obnoxiously loud as the last one. Oh, battery site, thank you. Yes, I did forget to check the file size. Let me have a quick peek. We'll go into the local files and have a look. Sunstone War is 400 megabytes, so no go on that one, but thank you for the reminder. I appreciate that. We do have the separate sliders for sound, which I don't have on mine. Dang it. Okay, we have extra language selection, which is always nice. Oops, that was accidental. Let's put you back to English. I'm good at games, but I'm not so good that I can play them in a completely different language. We do have credits, so this will let us check a couple of things about like the music. Okay, yes, it's definitely not their name. Paul Giovanni is Blukalele. Published in China by OK Joy. Oh, I can make this go faster. Yay. There's localization, special thanks. Wait, hang on. Hang on. This was just by 2 people. Blukalele and Cyrilus Dev. It doesn't say anything about the music here. Yes, this is roll credits, by the way, because we have found it here. Loic Para also gets a special thing on there, so I'm guessing they were like made a big contribution or special support or something. But yeah, there's no credits for the music here, so they must have composed it themselves, I'm guessing. Also, what is question marks? Middle of creation, middle of destruction, middle of death, middle of rebirth. There are no visual settings for the game, including resolution. So I can't tell if it's the correct resolution or not because it's just in full screen. Oh, Gino, what's Grand Claims No Results? That is in relation to the Steam store description. So if it goes out of the way to make a bold claim that it never delivers on, then we can mark that one off. So a good example here is saying, you know, get ready for a fresh experience with Sunstone War, an action game with tower defense, and you can carry everything. So if I can't actually carry everything, that is a bold claim with no results. Or if it's, my favorite ones were like, oh, this is going to redefine the RPG genre. Yeah, so we can't really tell if it's original music or not, which is a little bit unfortunate. Face off against a myriad of foes, upgrades and progression. 5 to 8 hours of playtime, a busy tower defense game that you need to be active to win, 60 plus challenging levels. Not included are static and classic tower defense mechanics or infinite replayability. Huh. Were there rewindable controls? No, there are not. Because again, the only settings are these ones. There are no settings other than the sound and the language. Alright, well, I guess we'll get into it. We'll put 30 minutes on the clock and see what it's about. Let me know if the volume's high enough for you guys.
That is right. In these darkest times, it's important to turn to the roots of our history. Gaze upon the stars, guardians of the past, messengers of the infinite. They hold within them the ancient tales that have shaped our world, and I shall share them with you.
Also, I thought that was a weird monster of some kind, but no, he's just got a big, like, headpiece on. Interesting.
Look to the stars. They are tiny and insignificant. A long time ago, terrifying monsters emerged from the depths of a volcano which got capitalized for reasons. It's an important volcano.
This is a lovely way to do storytelling, like, all jokes aside.
Those calamities chased us, threatening to consume us all. We had no choice but to implore our gods for protection.
Some lovely ambience and just soft music in the background.
They heard a lamentation and sent us the sun bracelets. These artifacts give the wielder amazing strength and allow them to summon protective towers. A hero arose, took the bracelets, and courageously confronted the monsters alone. From their first battles to the final confrontation in the fiery volcano, here is the story of the Sunstone War.
That was a title drop. We've had the name. Actually, do I have title drop on mine? Let me just have a quick peek. Hopefully I don't miss anything. I do not have title drop. Alright, that's fine. Hold A to start. Well, this definitely is not using the correct glyphs, but that's fine. Okay. Press X to create a tower. No, I want to go on Run on Adventure. Okay. What I will say is the movement animations look great. Love my little guy. He's doing a little bit of belly dancing as an idle animation. Getting that movement. That's why he's got all those abs. But like the little running animation, like that little hair bob, that looks lovely. Alright, select this tower and press A to invoke it. No, I want a different one. Alright, fine. The fire tower focuses on an enemy and shoots fire bullets at it until it's dead or out of range. Perfect. The tower in the zone with A. So I'm guessing most enemies will follow the path. Survive the wave. Can I build more things? Cost is 100. Currencies in the top right has sun power. Okay. You get 'em, tower. Yeah! Grab the tower. We plonk it down here. Beautiful. And we survive this wave.
Wolf and Tank donated 2 Swiss francs to the war funds. Came to say hi and hope you're having a good day.
Thank you very much, Wolf and Tank. I really appreciate it. I am indeed having a good day. A little bit tired, but good day overall. Alright, pop that there. Appreciate the donation to the war funds. That does help give a little bit back for how much I spend on games. Sure, we'll plonk you there. Oh, hang on. Can you literally put them in the path? Huh. Okay, that's kind of neat. I like what they're doing. We'll keep you there, though. Okay, what do you want me to do? Grab your tower. Press B to drop the tower. Okay, so you can just drop it so it goes pretty much exactly where you are. Alright, let's see how this goes. What I feel like I'm missing is the ability to do some kind of, like, melee attack on Will. Okay. I like the direction this is going in, and it makes me wonder if in future levels they're like, oh yeah, by the way, everything is path. Alright, so I'm going to have to move this tower. And I can always just pop it back. Cool. Yeah, that's a nice call out, Mellors. Yeah, the little black triangle at the bottom is probably a path through it. Also, yes, the French people should absolutely be feeling pretty chuffed at the moment for Clair Obscur. I've not played it. I want to play it. But everything I've heard is that it is a 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 game. So you guys were absolutely cooking when you made that game. No, I don't think we can block them in. They'll be able to pass through the towers. And I have to say, I kind of like this because as much as I enjoy tower defense games, one thing that's always annoyed me about them is being like, oh, I put it down in the wrong place. I can't move it. And now I'm going to die and have to start all over again. Okay. Hang on, what's going on here? Quick, create a tower. They're on their way. We'll pop you here. That'll get decent coverage. I would appreciate if there was a button to start the first wave, but there is not. It just gets straight into it. Ooh, I can't build anything new yet. I don't have the power. Quick! Move it across. Plonk it. Oh, shoot, he's a fast one. He did a dash. I threw an enemy. I didn't know I could do that. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, okay, so towers can block. They have health, though, so they can be destroyed. Do I have enough to put down a new tower yet? Yes, I do. Good. We need that now. So as long as they're not on the path, they're safe. You get down there. We're going to grab another tower and pop it. Not there. There. That'll do. Alright, you get them, guys. Cool. There is a fast forward. Hold right trigger and it will go faster. It's in the UI in the bottom right that you might not be able to see behind the chat. Let's put you not there. It's a little fiddly with the tower placement, but I feel like it is also something that you would get used to the more that you play. Also, oh, okay, I've reached my maximum number of towers. That's what's going on. Ah, hang on, but I think there is an aim mechanic. Yeah, I agree, Nodnik. I like that they fire while you're holding them, so you can be a mobile tower. The thing is, you have a stamina bar so that you can't hold them for too long. Alright, chapter 3, Bushy Tactic. Bush! Okay, bushes can be used as obstacles, put them on the path to slow down your foes. So presumably they're a one and done, though. Yeah, see, what I would like to be able to do is move around and place things now and then start the first wave. But I cannot. It is just go time. So I'll be able to put down one tower. The question is, okay, they're coming from that end. So let's put our first tower down around. Ah, yeah, okay, that's better for being able to do that. Cool. That should do what I want. Yep, can still hit those guys at that range, and now you can't, which is a problem. Yes, please finish killing him. Perfect. And we're going to put you... Uh-oh, I'm out of stamina. We need another tower. I like that at least it pauses while you're in the tower selection screen. Okay. Knowing that I don't have any other towers yet, but I guess I don't need them yet. Okay. Now we get some overlap going on. It's so beautiful. So far, I am pleasantly surprised by this game. And that is always a good thing. I can only have 3 towers in this one, though. Well, here's hoping I can do enough damage up front that I don't need to worry about any more than that. Interesting that shots can sometimes miss, though, if they fire and then an enemy dies. What happens when you place enemies in the round patches of the path? Do enemies get locked there? Maybe. I'll have to try it. Ooh, Soulstone unlocked. Use and upgrade your skills. Okay, I would love to do that. The Space Tower. Okay, upgrades. Right. So we can increase speed when holding nothing by 25%. Sorry. Stamina decrement? I don't think that's the right word, but I get what it means. Lowered by 20%. Lowered by plus 20%. You can't have something decrease lowered by plus 20%. Maximum Cheese, good question though. Would I say good tutorial? Yes. So far, it has been a pretty good tutorial. Increase fire tower range by 15%. We are going with that one. Wonderful. Okay, and then we're just getting into it. I love that it's changed the time of day. The little lighting effects here are actually quite lovely. So we have a space tower. It creates an area dealing damage to multiple enemies at the same time. Ah, I see. Well, we're still going to start off by popping you there. And then we're going to move you across. You guys have a lot of health. I feel like I would appreciate if the enemies had more of a walking or running animation in the same way that the main character does. But again, that's me being a little bit nitpicky more than anything else. Oh, and I have bushes that I can just whoop, pop you onto, no, you onto there. That feels like a good idea. No, you do not get past me. I saw you there. How freaking dare you? Also, I need more. God damn it. No. Okay, you there. That's fine. I need more towers. This is going badly. We're going to pop you down there. I'm going to pick you. No. Ah! I was trying to pick him up so I could throw him back into the range of the tower. And I missed. Picked up the wrong thing. Okay, this is where I would love to be able to pause for a second, because what I want to do is put you there. And I wanted to have him further up, but he's got to go there now because there's too much going on. Yo, get back. Go back into the range of the towers. I don't have enough damage going on. Everything's just happening too quickly. This suddenly got very overwhelming. Get out of there. Go. No, come back here. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Oh, what did I miss there in the chat? Yeah, the adaptability you get by being able to move towers is interesting. I think there's a lot of fluidity you can do with it. I think the mistake they've made here is not giving enough prep time beforehand, or the ability to trigger the next wave when you're ready. So you don't get much time to plan and move things around. Wolf and Tank, Streamlabs, don't want to spread hate, but just informational. If you didn't know how, they had a thing where they took donation money with opt-in. They don't tell people about it in the past. That's the reason you moved. Huh. I'll have to look into that, thank you. I hadn't heard much bad about Streamlabs when I went into using it, other than that it's maybe a bit bloated compared to other streaming software. But my PC's powerful enough that it doesn't really make any kind of difference. But if they've done some shady stuff in the past, then I definitely want to look into that. So thanks for the heads up on that, Wolf and Tank. Media, yeah, this game's going to be a lot of chaos as it gets harder. It absolutely will. And Mamu, it did not default to window mode. It went straight into full screen, and there's no resolution or window settings. All right. It looks like this game is going to be just the right level of chaos, though, and I'm here for that. All right, so we can now do upgrades at the start, everyone, but we don't actually have any points. The next, okay, we've unlocked the ability to upgrade the space tower as well. A little bit of fog of war. That's kind of cool. I feel like there's some issues with the placement of things as well. Where are you guys going? You're going this way. Okay. Let's plonk you there. You guys are coming from that side. I need to start getting some stuff down. Let's put one of you over here somewhere. We need a you down there. And a U. Nope, I'm out of points. Never mind. One of them was more expensive than I thought. Okay, there's a few multiple paths down there, but they have to go across to the right to be able to get there. Alright, now we can put down another one. Let's get one of you over here. Because then you'll hit things going that way as well. Actually, positioning could be better. Let's get you there. That's going to cover a lot more. I'm just going to throw you back to that track. And I love that I can do it, but alright, now you guys have to go the long way. Go the long way. Go the long way. Thank you. Okay, that's quite cool being able to do that. I can only have 3 towers. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Well, I think the placement's actually not bad for what I've got. You could possibly be working harder though, so let's put you here. Yeah. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Also, I've got no way to upgrade towers. It's just you plonk them and they go. Pop you over there, and I can just move you down here now that things are coming along that path. Alright, we got this. This one went better. This one went better. Yeah, and we can speed it up now. So I think we're going to get through that just fine. Yeah, perfect. Didn't take any damage. Yeah, it's glorified OBS, literally using OBS as background. They try to fight a legal battle. Didn't know about that. It is basically OBS. It's still the same software, but OBS is free software as far as I'm aware. I could be mistaken on it, but I think the whole point with OBS is that it is meant to be freely available and can be modified and edited. So, not too concerned with that. The reason I went for it personally is that it has just some nice quality of life things added, like built into it, especially for a first-time streamer like me. There we go. Cool. Yeah, OBS is open source. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, open source. I thought, oh, they tried to sue OBS. Okay, that's dumb. Hopefully whoever was making that decision's been removed from the company because that's so stupid. By the way, if there are extra things you need me to double check for your bingo card, please let me know and I will shout out and let you know if we have got it or not. So far, I would say that this game actually slaps. The music is neither here nor there, but the game itself definitely slaps. Now, I think... Ooh, carrying a fire tower increases damage by 50%. That was something I wanted to check, because skill trees can be done really well or really poorly. And I was a bit worried that the fire tower upgrades were all just going to be range increases, but it's not. First one was range, and now we get something a little bit more interesting, which is carrying it makes it do 50% more damage, which means it would gel nicely with lowering stamina costs, so you can just be a walking tower. Yeah, Gust, I absolutely would say it's a good tutorial. It's been quite clear and straightforward so far, so no complaints from me. I think what we're going to do is a stamina upgrade and a space tower upgrade. Ooh, increase space tower HP by 20% and damage by 20%. That's going to be a good one. Gust has a bingo. Okay. Pop it in and I will take a look over on the Discord. Grei, someone else you watch uses Botrix. I've never heard of Botrix before. I'm assuming that's just another piece of streaming software. But yeah, I've never heard of it before. Oh, Maximum, you nearly got a double bingo. Oh, mate, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for that. Battery site, it's funny, but combined with the fact they charge for premium, just glorified OBS installment in the past is a bit sketchy. I do agree with that, it's a little bit sketchy. What I will say is I've only just signed up for premium with Streamlabs about a month ago now, because I wanted to try dual streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. I don't know if that's something that normal OBS supports or not, but it's something that's definitely very convenient through Streamlabs. And Baltrasite, you use OBS to record your screen if you want to, you don't stream. That I find interesting. I just use the NVIDIA software for doing screen recording, because that way I can easily do it in 4K and it's relatively lightweight as well. I find it interesting that a lot of people use separate software like OBS for screen recording, but maybe that's because I'm just using NVIDIA cards and it's something that's kind of pre-built into it. I find it quite convenient. What channel do you put it into again? Just pop it into the channel content one, or general, and I'll pick it up from there. But if you put it into channel content over on the Discord, I will be able to grab that from there. We'll verify your bingo, and then we'll carry on with the game. Alright, let's have a look. What I will need to do is, let me just switch this, and we'll bring this over. There we go. Here's Gust. We've got good tutorial. Yeah, absolutely. The tutorial was very smooth. I think they did a great job designing it. Very pain-free. Unique in description. Yep, it was the 5th word. The game does cost more than $10, only just. We found credits at the very beginning, and it has got controller compatibility. Absolutely. Round of applause. Gust, well done. 2nd bingo of the stream. That's incredible. Let me give you a point. If I can find the right spreadsheet. Okay, I'm not being crazy. Gust, this is your first one that you've won. Puts you on 1 point. Okay, but hey, you got to start somewhere with it. Gust, do you want me to put you in just as Gust or as Gust3883? What would you prefer? Why is the game not coming up anymore? There we go. Okay, it's because it's going to be in the full screen. Yeah, the Bingo Club welcomes you. Absolutely. Unfortunately, you don't make the top 5 yet, but that's fine. Cool. I'll put you in just as Gust for now. Whew, well done. I think, actually, just so people are aware, so far we have had 17 different people who have won Bingo. We've got 2 people on 3 wins, 3 people on 2 wins, and then everyone else has 1 win. So it's a fairly decent spread that we've had come through, and Bingo's been happening more often than maybe we'd expect. Yeah, well done. Yeah, hopefully no other Gust joins. That's all right. If someone else called Gust joins, they'll be Gust beta version. I was going to say Gust 2.0, but you're the original, and we can't have an upgraded version of Gust. We don't know if that's going to be true. We have one person who's capital G Gust and one's lowercase g Gust. Alright. Let's get back to the game. Yeah, the music is quite soft for this one. Would have liked something with a bit more oomph. Alright. We are having the enemies come from there, so let's just quickly put some bushes in the way to slow them down. We've got a few points for towers, but not many. What I want is a couple more points so I can put one in the center. Okay, you just go back. I need to buy more time. I'll pop you over there. Get him, tower. Alright. I guess one of the good tactics would actually be to purposely move enemies. Oh, hello! You're big. You're a big boy. I didn't... Oh, hang on. Y for enemy info. Here we go. The Mastodon. A powerful enemy with a high amount of health points. Its heavy weight makes it hard to carry. I was wondering if they would make heavier enemies in the future. Oh, cool. Just one on that side as well? That's fine. I don't have enough points for that. Yeah, you're just hanging out there. At least they don't do a lot more damage. But they also didn't give me extra points. I was hoping for a bit of a bonus there, but no. Can't have that now, can we? Right. Uh-oh. I didn't want to pick that up. I think we'll get him. Yes. Okay, good. Now, quickly, you come back down. Not there. Not there. There. Perfect. And then you over. Not there. There. You go away. Cool. And then we can focus on hitting those ones at least. Please come back. Please come back. Ugh. I've got enough stamina to move them a little bit. Yo, getting out of range. Off you go. I can't put down any more towers, so I just have to be clever with how I move these guys around. Oh, you're so annoying. Go back over there. Back in range. Okay, we got it. There is something fun about picking up enemies and throwing them around. Okay. I would just like to either be able to... Like, I've now got useless points that I can't do anything with. So being able to at least either, you know, upgrade towers or put more down would be nice. Because currently I'm just like, alright, well, now all I can do is throw enemies around and wait. Oh, this is a problem. Oh, out of stamina. Which means I can't grab him. I got you now, jerk. What? Oh, hang on, let's grab the tower. That makes more sense. Bring the tower back here. Yeah, got him. Jerk. Okay. So having extra sun power left does give you bonus XP though. Interesting. That's kind of a bit tricky because it means if you perform badly, you get less XP and therefore less points to be able to purchase upgrades. So you could kind of end up in quite a problematic situation if you perform poorly. Don't know how badly you'd be impacted, but just the fact that you can be impacted is bad enough. Also, why is the bush so damn heavy? Okay, let's get you there. And... oh, I can't afford another one yet. Anyway, I've got 0 points left. Come on. Back you go. Oh man, you guys are annoying. I need to find a good spot to put you down. Oh, where were you guys going? Hello. That was rude. Okay, let's put you there. We'll put another one up on this side. Okay. Because yeah, one fire tower placed well can kill it pretty consistently. Oh, he died, so he just vanished. We'll move this down here to make sure that he dies. And then move it back. Cool. Oh, hey, I've got an extra bush down there. Lovely. Well, let's put you there. The lock-on mechanic, like aiming, doesn't quite work the way that you would think it would work. Can I get any coverage on both sides? I can, but it's not really worth it. I think it'd be better just to move this forward and back. You, get back over there. You, come here. I'm gonna take you right down to this side. Nah. And you just go for a walk again. Perfect. Nailed it! No damage. I do like the fact that when you pick up one of the heavier enemies, your run speed really slows down. It makes you feel the weight of the enemy. This poor, nameless hero, henceforth Larry, is really getting a workout today. Oh, okay. Those guys came in real freaking quickly. Oh, those cost 150. Okay, so I can't put them down to begin with either. let's put you there. Put that there. Oh, another new enemy? What do we got? The Sneaky. Can become invisible, making it undetectable by your towers. Lift it to reveal it. Well, I hate everything about that. You know, I'm just going to throw you into the range of the tower. So you can just die. Yeah, perfect. You as well. Get over there. Lovely. You're probably going to be better there. And then what I will want is something else there, I think. Okay. I can only put down 4 towers, though, which is pretty limiting. Take that. You get over there. Same with you. And you. And you. And you. No, I did not say that you can get past. You go back. Try again. Ha! That's how you do it with just 2 towers. Where's a good spot for you? Probably right on the corner there. Okay. Those invisible guys are going to make me work for it. That's okay. You are going to go... Not 100% happy with that placement. We'll go there. Excuse you? No. You do not get to just run past. Alright. We're working through it. That's fine. It doesn't sound fun at all. Sounds like it would easily become overwhelming. I think they've balanced the number of invisible enemies just right. There's enough that it keeps you busy, and that you could fail pretty quickly if you're not paying attention, but it's not too bad. Ooh, upon explosion, this red plant releases spores that disorient enemies, making them unable to attack and slowing them down. Well, that sounds like it's going to be very useful and a good thing to use in an emergency. Okay, so they're going to be coming from that side. They're there. We'll pop you there first. And then we can just move you over to this side. Alright, so far I don't know if they have to do anything too wild. I should get enough for another one of those now. Cool, that one did a good job. And I can just, whoop, bonk. Alright, that's pretty neat. Wait, hang on. I saw you. No, you didn't want to hit the one at the front with the lowest HP? Good job, tower. I got an achievement for lifting 100 obstacles. Hell yes. I'm strong. Fear me. Oh, I can only put down 2 towers in this one. Huh. Well, this is the last wave for this level, so I guess we'll just do that. That's kind of neat. If you throw enemies off the track, they will find their way back to like the nearest spot. No. Tower, let's put you over there. I'm going to put the bush down on there, so if anything does get through, at least they're going to get stops. Move this over to here, because then I can hit both of them, and we're done. I feel like I'm actually not bad at this game. This game is doing a good job of making me feel smart. Hi, Panda. You good? Hello. Squitches for Panda. Yes? What? She's one of those cats that goes, hey, pat me, pat me, pat me, pat me. I'm gonna bite you. Yeah. She's a bit of an idiot, but I love her. Alright, more upgrades. Or do we hold on to the points when we unlock something new? Space towers are more expensive. I don't get to use them as much as I want, but 20% extra damage is pretty substantial. I don't run around with fire towers that much. Heal a carried tower by 1 HP per second. That is interesting. I think we're just going to go for the space tower upgrade for now. Because there is a very good spot to put one in this level, and that is going to be right there. In fact, space towers could work very well in this level due to the amount of overlap that there is. So you're going to have to go up and then down and around. So let's put you there as well. And then I can probably get one on this side somewhere. Yeah, I think I might have made the right call here. Then we can start hitting all of them. That is a lot of enemies on screen at once. Come on, tower. Take it down. If you can't kill these guys, you're useless to me. Alright, fire tower does more damage. So let's get these guys overlapping. We'll just chuck a bush or two down here to slow these guys down. So at least with these overlapping, they should die a bit faster. Come on. No. 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 Get back. Yeah. That's what I thought. Jerk. Now we've got enough points that we can start checking down some of these. And we're just going to preemptively put one over here as well. We'll move you down there. Maximum damage. He should die. Come on, one more. Yes, good. Move you up to there. Throw you into it. Chuck one of you up there as well. Move you not into the way of the enemies. Alright, that should do a pretty decent job there. Yeah, the flexibility of being able to move these guys around makes a huge difference to, like, the way you approach the actual levels. It's like, oh, it doesn't matter if the placement isn't perfect. It just has to be good enough. Oh, we have a new enemy. The Rogue. Very different to Sneaky. The enemy focuses your towers and prioritizes attacking them. Well, I don't like that one bit. Okay, you should deal with you. Yeah, so they go off the track and go straight for the towers. Well, that's fun. No! My tower! Oh, God. Okay, this is getting a bit chaotic. You go over there. This is why they give you extra points. I see. I'm just going to bring you all the way back up to that track so that you have a long way to go. Okay. I think we're good. Holy moly. So that's why you want to be able to heal your towers or give them extra HP. Because as enemies just go, no, I don't want to be on the track. I'm going to go wherever the heck I feel like. Screw you. Huh. Okay. I still think I handled that well, but we are out of time. So I'm going to pause the timer there and we go back to the vote. And we'll decide if we are going to be playing more of this or if it's time to move on to the next game. So again, question is it time to spin the wheel? Vote yes if it's time to spin the wheel, move on to a new game. Vote no if you want to see more of Sunstone War. While you guys are voting, my initial thoughts and impressions are like, this is actually really interesting, like, game design. I like what they're doing with it. I think it's pretty solidly created, but it doesn't have enough oomph to really elevate it compared to other similar games that are out there on the market. I think, like, kind of annoyingly, it's the audio that's let the game down. It is a fun game and feels like a nice, like, short time killer. It does feel like it would be 100% at home on a mobile device or something like that. The music, it's just there. It's pleasant, but it's not memorable in any way, shape, or form. Same with the sound effects. They're just there, but maybe don't necessarily feel like they're ingrained in the world that they've created. Aesthetically, I think the game looks nice. Mechanically, the game works really well. There's just a few little things that don't flow as well as it could have. I think the biggest example for me is just the ability to determine when a wave starts or when the level starts, so that I have control over that would make a big difference. Something was on my mind. Oh yes, the other thing that comes to mind is that it really would have been nice to be able to see what the future upgrades are in each of the skill trees to know if it's worth investing to go for some of the higher level stuff. Because while I can see the current upgrade, I don't know what the next one is to kind of get a sense for what this tower is going to look like. There we go. All right. So I think the vote was pretty unanimous. We have said, yep, 13 votes on yes. It was absolutely unanimous. We're going to complete the poll. We have voted to move on to a new game. Well, thank you very much, Gust, for the game suggestion. It was quite fun. Like, I've had a good time with it. I would have loved for it to have been a little bit more polished, but it was pretty solid for what it is, especially at its price point. Oh, and we do have a bestiary as well. That's nice. Yeah, no extra things in here. We can see all the enemies, and there's quite a few more that we never uncovered. Alright, we'll go back to the main menu, and we'll quit out of here. Very cool. Looks like it's a fairly short game, though, because I think we got about halfway through it in that time. I think if you like tower defense games with a little bit of chaos, that is going to be right up your alley. So, well done to the devs. Not a perfect experience, but a solid like 6 or 7 out of 10. Pretty good. All right, it is time for a new game. So we can remove Sunstone War, spin the wheel, and see what we are playing next. While it's spinning, don't forget to refresh your bingo card. Because coming up next, we are playing Kawaii Deathu Desu. Interesting. Just going off the name of the game alone, I'm a little bit scared. I'm guessing it is this one. Let's see who suggested the game. Let me just move that out of the way. Where am I? There. Let's see. So, Kawaii Deathu Desu was suggested by Grei, who I believe might be in the chat. They were in the chat earlier. Not sure if they're still here, but they were earlier. In Kawaii Deathu Desu, as supernatural beings find themselves incarnated as cute Japanese idols. Pick a supernatural idol and beat the hell out of it, no pun intended, as many overzealous fans as you can in this addictive beat-em-up as you work your way up to claim the throne of the underworld. Huh. Beat the hell out of as many. Okay, cool. I thought there was a grammatical error there, but it's not too bad. Hey, Grey is in the chat. Perfect. We've got to mark that off. So let me just jump over and refresh my bingo card because, my goodness, I did not do very well on that last one, but that's fine. It happens. We do a fresh one. Generate card. It does have less than 200 reviews. It's currently at 189. So it's only just on there, but it counts. Let's have a look. It was released before 2020, not after. Developer is Pippin Games and publisher is Top Hat Studios. Pippin Games has made a few, and they seem to have a particular aesthetic, is what I will say. We'll go with that. Wife Quest? Really? Okay. Top Hat Studios. Okay, a relatively big publisher. They do a few different ones. Let's go with particular, yeah. Oh dear. Okay, so yeah, not same developer and publisher, definitely not just their name, and they have done more. Apparently it's similar to Castle Crashers. I will take that. Castle Crashers was a great game. So, if it's even close to it, then yeah, I'll be happy. Apparently does have both achievements and Steam trading card game. Card games. Although, to be fair, if Steam used its cards for a trading card game, that would actually be phenomenal. But no, it just has trading cards. I don't have trading cards on mine. Okay. It does have split-screen co-op, though, so it has multiplayer. I don't have multiplayer. Fine, okay, whatever. No one on my friends list has wishlisted or purchased it. It does have controller support. We can mark that one off. Are you kidding me? I don't have that one either. Oh my gosh. Can't win. What else did I see on there? The game is less than $10, so I can't mark that one off. It does have DLC because it's got the soundtrack available. So here's hoping that it is a good soundtrack. Do we have unique anywhere on the page? We do. For special abilities and unique characters, every idol has a special power that can be activated during the show, as well as a unique gameplay style. So we do have unique in the description, and I don't have unique on my board. Oh my gosh, this is a rough one. Has it had updates? Yeah, not many of them. Which is a little bit disappointing, but the 2.0 update introduced co-op and unlockables and more. But I'm just a little bit disappointed because they said here, updates will be consistently adding free content to the game in the future. Lots of events, new content, and more. How'd that go, devs? Sorry, that's mean. That's mean. Obviously, things didn't go as well as they were maybe originally planning, but they did do a couple of updates. So good on them for at least, you know, not just dropping it and then never touching it again. But I would say that that probably applies to the one we've got, which is like a big claim with no results. So yeah, if you want to pop that one in, go for it. Do I have that? I do not. Oh, hang on. Yes, hi Panda. I see you. Good girl. Cool. Otherwise, this looks pretty straightforward. Looks like some side-scrolling video. Oh, we haven't watched the trailer. We need to watch the trailer. Okay, sorry, turning that down. That was louder than expected. Apologies to anyone wearing headphones. That was probably blasting in your ears. All right. Third game in a row for pixel graphics. Okay. Death Jan. Death can be kawaii too. Looks like the Skullgirls logo. Well, if the last game was chaotic, then this definitely is. Emmy! Let's punch some faces. Okay. I mean, look, the character designs look like fun. She's also not punching people, she is kicking and turning them into goo. If you're cool, maybe get a kiss. Wow, okay. I can barely tell what is happening on screen. Yeah. Character designs are cool. They've got a lot of personality. It sounds like the sound effects are going to be a bit obnoxious. Okay, bunch of different stages. Level up system. Also available on mobile. Good to know. What am I looking at? Okay, sure. Woo! You know, I do always have a fear of suddenly something like R18 popping up on stream. That would be devastating. But oh yeah, sure. Why not? This looks like it's got a lot of personality. There we go, calling it out. The trailer was 1:22. There is a second trailer that is exactly 1 minute, but let's just have a look. Does it have... Hang on, I'm sorry, I just saw something that I need to take a look at. Did that say Fruity Dance? Nope, I don't know where I saw that. Okay, I will give this trailer as being less than a minute because it technically ends with just dev logos at about the 55-second mark. I'm sure that said Fruity Dance there somewhere, right? Reinforcement, I don't know where that was. I missed it. And it's not coming up now. Don't know. It was there. Maybe we'll find the fruity dance in game. Oh, this is going to be an experience. Grail's getting exposed to culture. I was in the character list in the video. I think it was in this one, wasn't it? It must have been in here somewhere. Let's go full screen again. There! There's Fruity Dance. Best character. Absolutely. Are they wearing a... You know what? There are some questions that I probably just shouldn't ask. But that's definitely a cowbell, isn't it? Yeah. You heard about Fruity Dance and Fruity Loops? What's next? Just fruit. Well, this is certainly a thing that we are all going to experience together. So let's just buy this game as well as a lifetime of regret. Alright. I am definitely going to be judged for having this in my Steam library. The things I do for all of you. Alright, go away. Go to a holding screen while I hide my shame of purchasing this game. Oh dear. Alright, there's some music back on for you. Okay. Get this purchase and downloading. I mean, to be fair, I think this is going to be a blast. I think it is going to be good fun. Something that we can all have a bit of a laugh with. And who knows, maybe there'll be some solid mechanics and things to enjoy. It is 59 megabytes. Holy cow. How much compression have they done here? Let's check the files. A lot of compression. Once installed, that is 835 megabytes. So less than a gig, but oof. It's close. Those are some interesting first guesses. Scion and Radon. Not sure where your brain's going with those ones. Maximum Chiefs has put in WinRAR 30 times. You know what? Maybe there is WinRAR included in the actual files as well. Yeah, I've got the live stream as backup of proof that I was coerced into purchasing this game. It was not by choice. We can reset the timer. Oops, Talon went through twice. That is unfortunate. You get one less guess. A guess. Yeah, can't be Baron. There's no R. No S either. Yeah, can't be Bacon. There's no C. I think, yeah. Ooh. Guidance things. Can't wait to put some random skimpy anime girl game on the wheel to spite Grail. Maybe in a situation where it's like, he doth complain too much. And you will play a game with the main character about as covered as MU13 from BlazBlue. And I will get demonetized for it, absolutely. You guys seem to be a little bit stumped on this one. Squaretron is... Yep, definitely villain stumped. Alright, what else could this be? Letters would likely be in the middle there. Yeah, this is definitely a bit of a tough one. Yeah, there's no T's though, so that wouldn't work. Yeah, we're only 2 letters away, and you've got 3 of them in the right place already, which is pretty lucky. So this has got to be doable. Oh, wagon was a great guess, Western Stations. And nailed it. Okay. That was 100% the right call to make. Western Stations coming in clutch once again. Absolutely incredible. Do I have Chatwin's Wordle on mine this time? No, I don't. Unfortunate. In fact, I've only managed to get 2 on mine so far. Okay, actually, what we're going to do... I'm going to pop you guys back on the holding screen just for a sec. We're going to do a quick comfort break, and then we'll get back into things. So actually, I'm going to pop you guys back for a sec. Pop the music back on. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Don't burn down the place while I'm gone. Alrighty, we are back and you are struggling with that Wordle. You've got a couple of others figured out, but that's going to be a tough one to get with only one guest left. Just remembered I also need to update my Twitch streaming category. I've got to get used to doing that now that I'm actually keeping an eye on it. So we are jumping over to... I wonder if it's going to know that this game exists. I don't know. Kawaii Deathu. Oh yeah, there is a category for it. I think. Yeah, that was the wrong spot. There was a tag for it, which is impressive. This game has 91 followers on Twitch. So, if someone ends up watching this that is part of that small audience, hi, I guess. Someone's checking out a very niche game. Ah, no luck on it. Okay. Now we can get back into some actual games. We're here. Panda, by the way, is still in the room with me. She's decided that the best thing to do is to crouch onto the floor rather than being in her nice, soft, comfy bed. So that's a choice that she's made. In the meantime, we'll get back into the game. Why are you pouring at me? Hi, yes. There is not enough space for you up here. I'm awake. Hello. Okay, well, we got the dev logo. Let me just kill that music real quick. We don't need that. All right. Okay. Well, we got the dev logo. That came in real quick. Let's see what's going on here. Game supports autosave. That is... Of course they worked that sound effect into it. Wow! Yep. Panda, go hop in your bed, please. Alright, we're going to be playing solo. Also, why is there no music on this screen? That sounds kind of weird. You have $5 for a weird sound effect. Hell yeah. I have many questions. Okay, so we start with DeathJan. There are some settings. Have a look at that. It has detected the correct resolution. Okay, cool. Screen size, we have full screen, windowed. We don't have borderless windowed. We do have separate sound sliders and language. Hang on, let me just make sure I mark off a few of these before I forget what we've got, if I have them. We have definitely got controller compatibility. We do have a stock asset. That wow is definitely a stock asset. We can count that. We've not actually had the title drop because we had the dev logo drop instead. That's all we can kind of do so far. Let's see what else we got here. But yeah, we had the separate music and sound sliders. Set up keys. Okay, that is a terrible menu choice. I can't actually move the cursor from left to right, only up and down, and it scrolls through two lists. So they are rebindable, which is good. Holy cow, though, this is certainly a menu choice. This is possibly the worst cursor I have ever seen. Putting both like the little face next to it and the button prompt is certainly a choice. We do have credits, so let's see what's in. So don't press a button while you're in there or it takes you to their Facebook page. Wow, that's a decision. Okay, published by Top Hat Studios. They did the localization. So yes, hi Panda, do you mind? I was trying to see if we had any, anything to say, like, who the composers were. What do you... She's trying to bite a USB cord. Thank you for play. Thank you for play. Gang, I think we're done. I think we know everything we need to know about this game. And now she has left the room. Okay, she's in a playful mood at the moment. Sure. Oh, no. Guy does things you know this dev. Found them through TikTok on some random video of their games. Oh, dear. This is going to be
100%
fun.
normal human
But yeah, got typo.
$99 to the war funds. Wasn't a weird sound effect, but it's funny that one happened seconds after I said that.
Absolutely agree. You called it. I'm just going to put this music back down a little bit because that is kind of loud. Apologies if that's been a bit high up for you guys. That should be better now. There we go. Thank you very much, Drew, for the donation. I appreciate that. Let's double check. Is there anything else we can get off on the chart? I'm losing my ability to speak because I think this game might be rotting my brain the more I look at it. We had rebindable controls. We have roll credits. I have no idea who's created the music for this, but it doesn't sound like it's an original composition, and it is definitely not a banger. I don't think I can mark off any of those. I don't have typo on mine. Oh my gosh. This might be a grand claim, no results. In fact, it is, because they said it was going to be supported, and it really has not been supported. So it is a grand claim, no result. I have detect correct resolution? Yes, I do. Thank you. Thank you for spotting that. I'm close. I just need overlapping text, and we certainly nearly had it in the credits section, but not quite. All right, well, I guess we have a cabinet. And this screen doesn't work with a controller? Oh, no, you press a button to toggle through it. Okay, sure. Death Chan, class, Reaper, description. Death can be kawaii too. Skins, which you have to buy with souls. Oh, we can make them a pretty princess, isn't that nice? Okay, this is where you upgrade their skills. There is some, okay, there's artwork. That's nice. That's cool. And looks like there's 4 for each character with some different poses and designs. So that's nice unlockable. Nope, that's not the button I wanted. Looks like there's a lot of music, I guess. So we can get a little bit of a preview. This is obviously their theme. But I always have to question, like, when your main character's theme is closer to, like, rock or metal, why is your main menu theme so derpy? Whole bunch of achievements. Stylist, buy 9 idol skins. I don't want to buy anyone's skins if I have a choice. I don't want to buy skin. Alright, let's get into this. We have 30 minutes for this game. This is going to be fun. Right. Well, Japan is the only one that we can do, so I guess we start here. Are you going to give me a tutorial game? Normal unlocks new modes. Well, I can't pick anything else, so we'll do that. Okay. Why is one left? This is a rhythm game. This isn't a fighting game. This is a... What? And why is one set to the left directional thing and the other is set to B? I am so confused. This is not what I thought this game would be. This is like closer to One Finger Death Punch, I think it's called. Except it's a little bit messier. Ow. And it does actually move the character across the stage slightly as well. We're getting some real momentum going in this direction. Let's go. I don't know what the bar down the bottom does, but it's there. Wow, this is certainly a game. I'm sorry, I can't check chat at the moment. I know you guys are probably saying something. There is no rhythm here. This is... I take it back. This was... I press both now. So yeah, it's normally A and D on keyboard, but here it's left and B. So it's just opposite ends of the controller, which is kind of weird. But no, I take it back, it is not a rhythm game, it is just spam attacks in the direction of the enemy. So let's press both and see what happens. I think I just died a little inside, and I think I won. Yeah, it is a beat 'em up. Okay, so we've got 310 souls. And now we've got our happy YouTube tutorial music back again. Holy cow, what is happening? Alright, am I meant to buy upgrades now? I can't. It's 400 souls for the first one. Do I want to exit? I mean, yes, but no. And we didn't unlock a second level, so I guess we just do the first one again? I'm so confused. I can't do a different game mode. All I can do... We're doing it again. Maybe something will happen. Yeah, so there's a little timer in the bottom right, which is like progress, I think? Wow. This game built itself up so well and has turned out to be nothing. It's such a weird choice to make the character move from left to right when you press the attack buttons. And they're the only buttons that do anything. Like, honestly, this game would have been better if they went down the rhythm approach. Just have the character stand in the middle, you have to press different buttons to hit in different directions, you get a block or a dodge button for certain attacks that you're using, like boss fights and things like that. They just didn't lean heavily enough into any aspect of the game. Alright, well, we're going for a flawless this time. Just take no damage. Oh, that's all coming in. It is just button mashing in different directions. Alright, well, the timer on the side is full, for whatever that's worth. And I didn't even need to use my special. And did I got less souls that time. I only got 284. Whereas last time I must have got like 310. So for doing the same level, I got a worse result. Despite the fact that this time I took no damage. I am several levels of confused. Okay, so what can I do here? That's 5,000 souls. An upgrade is 400. I also don't know how I choose what I want to upgrade. Yeah, I took psychic damage. You're right, Pancake Sparkle. 100% I took psychic damage. Now, hang on, am I missing something here? I want to... Nope, that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted this. Am I missing something in the controls? Left attack, right attack, confirm, back, pause, cabinet, buy. There is a button for buying idols. There is a button. And the only thing it does is buy idols. Now this is where I'm confused. Because if you look here, I have a block stat. But I have no button to block with. What? On this screen, if you press square /X, she does a little pose. And that sound is the sound of my will to live leaving my body. Yeah, it's probably defense, so you take less damage. Okay, there's got to be something redeemable about this game. No, the tutorial wasn't too late. It was right on time. It was just the tutorial was far less complex than I was expecting. Amber, I can still play the same stage on hard mode. You know what? No. Oh, actually, I can now. They're unlocked now, so I can do hard mode now. Oh, actually, no, I do have the second stage now, so maybe I had to beat it without taking damage? For some reason, it's giving me a score of 0, so maybe it's like in the Endless gives a score? Yeah, I guess you have to do it without taking damage in order to unlock the others, because it didn't unlock the first time. Okay. Sure. When I pressed upgrade, it just automatically gave a point to life, kick, and magic. I don't even know how to kick. You've never told me. But I am level 2 now, so cool. Let's give hard mode a go, shall we? Alright. What I can say is that the backgrounds and the animations look pretty cool. If this game lets me throw fireballs at people, I will redeem it to a 2 out of 10. Okay, this is definitely harder. Hello. Whoa, okay, we're taking a lot of damage here. That is definitely harder. Full credit to the game, that was definitely more difficult. Okay. I got my ass handed to me. And there's maybe secrets in here? There's like 3 icons over the top of the level, which must represent something. Okay, so you have to do normal mode 2 times to unlock hard and insane. Which does raise the question as to why you have to do it 2 times. Surely once is oh, cool. So all the levels are just the same stage with the same fans, the same stereo systems on the side, but slightly different stuff in the little video in the background, which is the same, like, 5 frames repeated over and over. Alright. I think the enemies, some of them at least, have slightly more health now. I think the big guys used to have 3, but now they've got 4. Look, I think if you like idle aesthetics and just want to mindlessly murder some dudes without too much blood and gore in like a cute kind of fashion, this game might scratch that itch for you. If you're looking for some kind of depth in a beat-em-up, this is not it. Okay, no, they are different. They are different big dudes. That one's got a hat and a backpack and a different colored shirt. Okay, ooh, okay, we have bigger attacks now. That's what the power-up does. And it does double damage. Okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, there is definitely no rhythm to this. It's not in time to the music in any way, shape, or form, which is disappointing. I was really hoping it was. Alright, we press the repeat button and we go again. Also, I think the timer in the bottom right is off. Because I think we got to the end, like it got to the far right before we actually finished the level. Okay, well, we're gonna do the best we can here. But I'm already disappointed by the number of enemies that are just recolors of the same 3 models. So if this game's not able to introduce some more interesting enemies and soon, well, okay, it's gonna be definitely points deducted. Yeah, you have to spam attacks because it's the only way that you can move across the stage and put a bit of distance between yourself and some of the enemies. So I don't think you lose points for missing a combo. Yeah, so the timer in the bottom is now on the far right. It's not moving anymore. And the level is still going. So the timer is not correct. I agree, Drew, as well. The hitboxes are absolutely rubbish. And of course they have to put the wow into the end of each of the levels. This game is actively making me want to hate it. I'd also like to point out, you guys can't see this, so I'm just going to move the Panda Cam for a second. Oh, you might not be able to see it on yours. No, you can't. Ah. That's a shame it doesn't come through. It must be a resolution difference. But on my end, there is a black line on the far left-hand side of both the 0s and the 5, where obviously like the sprite or the font doesn't line up correctly. So, yeah. Oh, you can see the seams on the numbers as well? Okay, it might just be on my preview then that I can't see it, but does not look good. TNT PvP, you think the timer says when the final wave of enemies will be sent? Maybe? Either way, it's not a very good timer. They could have done it like it goes all the way up to the end and then it triggers like a final wave and it goes back down to signify when the wave finishes and no more enemies are coming. No, they definitely could have done that better. Now, do I have enough points to level up? I do. So I'm assuming the faded ones are what I'm going to get by spending points. So I'm going to get more life and more damage. And I'll happily take more damage because things are getting more health. Okay, so that now has 3 symbols over it as well. So I'm guessing it is in relation to endless mode. Let's give it a go and see if I unlock anything. Okay, so yeah, you're going to get powerful enough that you come back to this and you just murder everything in one go. No, thank you. So why are those ones +6? I don't quite understand how the points work here. Maybe it's different enemy types are worth more points than others? Maybe it's for comboing them quickly? I got an achievement for something. Yeah, there's a combo score on the top right. So I'm guessing if you're playing this on mobile, it's literally like tap on the right of the screen, tap on the left of the screen. It's got to be simplified quite a bit. So this will last for as long as I have the bar down the bottom. Yeah, missing a swing doesn't seem to break my combo, so I don't know where that comes from. Oh, here we go. Now we die. Oof. Alright, so that's a decent way to farm souls. Yeah, the harder the enemy, the higher point seems to be the case, but didn't seem to be consistent either. Alright, so yeah, next character is 3,200 points, going all the way up to 24,000. Lovely. Okay, that's a thing. Alright, well, let's carry on. So the first 3 are Japan, and then it's 3 in China, 3 in America, 3 in Brazil, because those are the only countries that idols will go to. No one ever thinks about Australia. They never do. Alright, let's see if there's anything different here. Oh, okay! This is several levels of concerning. It's certainly a choice. So I'm guessing the point is that you go as far as you can through the story, and then you go back and do endless modes and things to grind points to unlock other characters and level up so that you can keep progressing. There are only 3 enemy types in the entire thing. Like, they could have at least, you know, themed the enemies after the region of the world that you're in. I mean, actually, technically, we're still in Japan, which makes sense as to why there's tentacles in the background, I guess. We'll see if we get to the next region, if we go to China, or if the enemies look different. If they do, I will revoke my statement in terms of lazy enemy design. However, at this point in time, the only thing the game can do to surprise me is by doing something worse than it's already doing. I didn't even mean to activate that. Why would you make the combo pressing right and left at the same time? Because that's going to happen when I need to change directions. That is a poor choice. But we're going to repeat because we have to do this twice to progress. Yeah, good point actually, TTPVP. It is probably microtransactions in the full version on mobile. Yeah, this is one of those games that I think, again, with slightly different design choices, could have been a lot better than it is. It's too simple for its own good. It's too basic for its own good. And it definitely overpromises. Yeah, I think if you guys haven't heard of it before, go look up One Finger Death Punch. And I think you find it's basically this, but better in every imaginable way. I think what I want to do, though, is... yes, those are indeed tentacles in the background, Mamamoo. Okay. That is done. I don't feel good about it. Let's go to China, and let's see if the... oh, cool! Now I have to do it 3 times. Yeah. Yeah, it feels about right for something that's also a mobile game. Yeah, doing it twice was definitely not enough. So that means the next region I have to do it 4 times. Alright, another background, same swinging lights. Okay, they did change the enemy designs. They have way more health. Way to play into the stereotypes as well, by the way. And that's suddenly way more difficult. Only 100 souls. Alright, so the point here is that I'm meant to be spending souls on leveling up. I don't have anywhere near enough. I need 3,200. So guess what? We've done the first 3 levels, so now it's time to grind. Oh, man. I think I'm going to be coming out of this game dumber than I went in. And then you have this question here, because well, it could be 3,200 souls to level up, or 3,200 souls for a new character, and maybe they're more powerful. Maybe that's the thing that's going to help us progress. Or maybe I just drop real money on it. Alright, let's try the hard mode again. Maybe it was a Graeldon skill issue. Because, like, I guess the theming of the first level here makes at least some amount of sense. Like, oh, you're playing as Death. This is, you know, very much Death theme. You've got the skulls in the background. You've got, like, sides as the pillar design. So, thematically, this one makes sense. Then the rest are questionable at best. Oh, dear lord. Okay, cool. We somehow survived that. Alright, cool. This is going to help. Because, yeah, it's not much of a fighting game. It is really just reflex-based more than anything. Hopefully I didn't use this too soon. Might have. There are so many enemies. So that's one thing I was saying is doing well. It's just like the sheer number of enemies on the screen at once you have to deal with is kind of impressive. You just keep button mashing until they're all dead. Alright, there we go. We cleared a hard mode. Oh, did Gust leave us? I must have missed that. Sorry. Mamu, don't forget to request a refund for the game as soon as the stream ends. My personal take on it is that if I've purchased a game and I've used it in some form of content, whether it be a stream or a review video, I will not refund the game because I technically have used it for something and potentially profited by featuring it. So it doesn't feel right to refund the game, no matter how awful it might be. So yeah, my Steam library is going to look interesting. But yeah, unless the game is outright a scam, or doing something else incredibly questionable like that, I will not refund the game. It's got to do something pretty atrocious for me to do that. But that's just my personal stance. If you had purchased this and then decided to refund it, I would not blame you one bit. Okay, so we still only have 2,200 souls, so can't really do anything else. So I guess we'll do endless mode and see how many souls we can get out of that, now that we have at least leveled up a little bit. Because, I mean, what else are we going to do for 7 minutes, I guess? Like, in our time on this, I would at least like to be able to unlock another character and see if they do anything even slightly different. Okay, that was pretty bad of me to get hit by that. Triple kill! In all fairness, like on mobile, I could see this being the kind of game that you pick up, play for half an hour, and then probably never play again. Like, if you're looking for mindless entertainment, it'll work well in short bursts, but not for anything more than that. I think the combo is working based on like a set number of kills without taking damage. Because I've managed to get the combo meter much higher than I did the first go round. And that's because other than like getting hit right at the start, I've not taken damage. So endless mode definitely seems to be the way to go for farming souls. I also think it would have been a cool idea if this power-up, instead of being based on a arbitrary time limit, was actually based on the number of attacks that you make. Yeah, there we go. We're back down to 1 because I took damage, which is going to be impossible to avoid at this stage because of how quickly they rush in from the sides. We're locking in, we're focusing, we're going to die soon, but not yet. Whoa, that was quick. Okay. Yeah, why would you play this on your phone instead of like Shattered Pixel Dungeon 1? No, I 100% agree. Like, there is really no reason to play this, but you might spot it, think it looks interesting, install it, and then go, wow, I've made a terrible life decision. Alright, we can unlock... No, we can't. Never mind, I thought we earned more souls than that. We're still on 2,900. We need to do that one more time. But actually, let's do endless on the harder level and see if we get more souls. What was that in the background? I mean, is this even an accurate representation of what idol concerts look like? You get someone on stage who just holds a microphone and sways back and forward. They don't even sing. And, like, where's the security? Who's letting all these people on stage? And why is everyone okay with people dying? There are many questions I have, and I don't actually want answers to any of them, because that would imply that I care about this game and its lore. So I don't think anything could be further from the truth. Oh, lost my combo there. Didn't even mean to do that, but hey, here we are. I think what you really want to be able to do for like maximum efficiency is get your combo up as high as possible before activating this, because then you're basically guaranteed to get high scores because you literally can't take damage. Like, yeah, how are you supposed to avoid damage in that? There's just literally no way.
Ow. Alright, how'd I do there? Decent. 600 souls. We'll take it. I think, yes, we have enough now. Okay, we can unlock a character. That button. Oh, I have to press the idle unlock button. I can't just press X. I have to press the other X. Ta-da! We have Emmy! What do you do, Emmy? Do you do anything different? Let's try you out. No, you've just got a short-range attack. And you turn into a zombie when you attack for reasons. Cool, so you're basically the first character, but worse? Well, actually, let's maybe her special attack does something interesting. Also, she is back to level 1 again. She doesn't retain the power-ups that the other character has, so if you have to level up each character individually, because of course you do, it's a mobile game. Just maybe a bit quicker at like chaining attacks together, but it's not particularly noticeable. That sound effect is definitely not going to get irritating at all. Alright, let's see. Oh, she slows all the enemies down and then just hits everything. I mean, look, at least they made it unique. It's a little bit different. But, still not great. Like, oh, let's make a character completely stationary for a little while. And there we go. You really only have enough capability to do that once per endless round. Mamamoo is hit. Wish She-Hulk. Yes! Absolutely agree. I think there is a tile out there for chat makes the game funnier. Go ahead and mark that off just for that joke. That was brilliant. Imagine if the Bill Clinton kid spoke about how FromSoft appreciates everyone's support and how they're making Bloodborne remastered for PS5. We're still waiting for Bloodborne 2, although we've kind of got that. Also, the art in the loading screen shows the same character, but in a very different design, and I don't like it. Makes no sense. Keep the same design. It's like they had a different artist for it. Alright, so that levels up the life and the kick, and a second level up would increase life, damage, and block. So, different character, different stats. Really annoying that I can't just toggle between different characters from this screen. I have to go back here and then press that button twice to get to here. Like, I should just be able to use a button from here to move between one character and the next so I can compare their stats. It just doesn't make sense. And the number of souls you need to unlock anything is absolutely wild. 24,000 souls for the last character. You're going to be grinding for a week at least to be able to do it. It's just... I question every single design choice that's gone into this game. And I can't believe that somehow on Steam, it still has a mostly positive rating, 72%. I've got to have a look. I know we're out of time, but you know what? Yeah, that looks about right. Do you love cute idols? Do you feel like you're an idol yourself and want to bash the brains out of your fans that chase and adore you, like to vent and bash stuff? Then this is totally for you. Yes, I cannot. For simple reasons, along with health reasons, and lastly as well as creative reasons. Why am I mentioning health issues? Well, listen to what I say and I will explain. Health is the most important, will come first. More will be like, oh, this guy is great at writing reviews. This game solely focuses on one thing. Oh my god, I wish there is. This game solely focuses on one thing and one thing only, and that is bashing the living daylights out of crazy zombie-infected, blank-headed nimrods whose sole purpose in life is to chase after you and adore you to death. And by bashing, I mean you button mashing. Seriously, this is a huge issue. You literally have to press a button to do one attack left or right, depending on the button you set. This is very bad. Listen, if you're used to mashing the living daylights out of buttons all day long and it doesn't bug your hands, then you have to wear
then you are fortunate. For me personally, I hate it and it bothers my hands. I have to wear copper compression gloves to play games these days, but don't go overboard with this game as it will destroy your hands. I ask why the devs can't make you hold a button, why we can't just have our character keep attacking and we just turn left/right. It's mind-numbingly stupid. I see potential for this game, but it's done in the wrong ways. I agree with that. Completely. It could have been so much more. This game could have been a game where you take your idol and move around destroying crazy fans. You could have allowed your character to move left and right, jump, explore, and run around levels, but no, you chose not. Instead, your character is locked in place. Your character can only move by attacking left or right. Yeah, they're cute and pretty. Yeah, they have very likable characters and fun cosmetics, but this game is just too hard, too malicious, too harmful on yourself. You are only going to hurt yourself. Literally, take my word for it or not. It's up to you. I just hope you don't have to be like me one of these days and have to wear gloves in order to do what you love most. Gaming. Peace. That is one hell of... You get a thumbs up, mate. Like, you put effort into that. You're not going to let me do it? Steam, what do you do? There's an error. Okay, sure. I just wanted to give praise to someone for doing a big review. The people... Hang on, how much hours? 0.6 hours. Okay, yeah. This person's put 25.5 hours into it. Guys, don't try to 100% the game. It'll consume you and you'll lose everything. I have no desire. Absolutely none. 42.7 hours. A dark, cute roguelite where you play as a zombie girl fighting with her own body parts. I think this is the wrong game. We did not play the same game, mate. What were you playing? Oh, I can give that one a thumbs down, but I can't give this one a thumbs up. There we go. There we go. Quite possibly the most accurate idle game on Steam. It's good. 4 hours. Ace, yes, this person knows what they're talking about. Plays like a worse version of One Finger Death Punch. I'm giving you an award for that. What shall I give? Deep thoughts. I was on this like, yes, extra helpful. 100% agree. That is correct. Have an award. I've only got, over 300,000 of them. Do you think I've got enough points? That's absolutely mental. You know what the worst part is with all this? I still have to put this to a vote for you to determine if we're going to be playing more of this or not. But take note, this is the last game for the stream. This is to determine if we start the next stream with more of Kawaii Deathu Desu, or if we just start with something else. Get me out, get me out, get me out. It's not like I'm wanting to influence you in any particular direction, but I would definitely appreciate never having to play this game again. Like I said, I get what this game was going for, but why? Okay, hang on, like looking at the screenshots here, we can see that yes, each region that you can go to has got different character designs, but there's nowhere near enough complexity in the game to be able to make it interesting. Like even having a block or a dodge button, so if they like throw projectiles and maybe you can dodge them and they hit one of the enemies on the other side of the screen, would make it so much more interesting. And like Grei, I know you submitted this game. I'm not sure if you still watch it or not. Oh, you are there. I see you put the egg in the chat. I appreciate that you recommended this. It has been fun from a streaming perspective to be able to play something so utterly ridiculous. Holy cow! What a game to recommend. Snood, I don't actually want to see more, but I want the poll to be ominously close. You just got to game it a little bit. Why is it 33% yes? Or 33% no? Oh, Lord. To be fair, like, the whole point of part of these streams is being like, oh, yeah, no, we can torture Grail with bad games. That is part of the fun. Oh, no! It's a 50-50 split! No! What have you done? What have you done? It's fine. If it's a 50-50 split, it comes down to my vote. And my vote is a yes vote for spinning the wheel. Oh my goodness. That was certainly an experience that I have had. You know what? Hang on, just one sec. If you had overlapping text on yours, please go ahead and mark that off because they didn't manage to fit the B icon into the box correctly. So you can go ahead and mark that off as well. Do I want to exit? Yes. Cool. Pressing B on the screen quits the game even though it doesn't tell you that it will quit the game. I'm just going to quickly pause the timer again. We're going to check a little bit of music on. We're going to go and see if there's anything extra that we can wrap up on our bingo charts. And then we're going to call it a day from there. So, Grail lost it. 100%. That goes on there. I didn't see a title drop. We didn't get a crash. Soundtrack was not a banger. I'm going to give you Game Wins the vote because it was a straight 50-50 split. We didn't manage that one. I think there might be a few other ones on there as well. The game does not slap. Anything else that's on your bingos that you think would be appropriate? Anything that you want to get checked off that will help out? Yeah, don't forget, thanks for play. Absolutely, we had a typo. Did the controls feel off? No, the controls were responsive. They were just too simple. I felt like I was in control of the parts that I could be in control of, if that makes sense. But it was just unpleasant to play. That's the best description I've got it. Snood, is Friday the new regular time for streams? We're going back to Saturdays later. I'm going to try out doing this time slot for a little while, just see how it goes. May end up switching back. It kind of works nicely for me because it means I can get a lot of things out of the way on my Saturday and then have my Sunday set aside just to relax and do nothing else. Whereas previously I've been kind of splitting them over the two. So I'm going to kind of see how it goes. Just got to figure out what works for my routine. I do have some time coming up where I've got my Fridays off, which will be, I think, Thursdays for you guys. And I might look at doing an evening stream rather than a morning stream on a few Fridays. Potentially bringing back something like the community spotlight or potentially something else, depending on what we want to go for. Miss something important, the fruity dance. I didn't miss it. We found it. No bingo spot for Grail gets psychic damage. Not yet. Soon having a crash day is always great. Stuff my chores into one weekend day. It's the best way to do it. Have one day where you can be really productive, and then one day where you can just have guilt-free relaxation. But yeah, looks like no one got bingos on this one, but we got pretty close to it. Although they did say this game has PvP as well, so now I've just got questions about how the heck that works. I'm guessing it's just score chasing against another player. Boucher said, at the very least, it's entertaining when it's on stream, but not solo. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. This is the kind of game which is a great pick for a live stream because we can all laugh and cringe together. I would never want to be playing it just on my own. Grail, can't I get bingo with text overlapping? Oh, shoot! I can too. I missed that one. Thank you. Shabam! Grail gets a bingo. All hail Grail. We actually got one. I think that's like the second time that I've managed to get it. If you've got Grail gets bingo, then you can mark that one off on yours as well. Don't know. And obviously, if you haven't already marked off Grail misses something important, you can absolutely do that as well. I don't think it's the fourth time. I think it's only the second or third time that I've gotten bingo. It's been kind of rare. What did I say there? Yeah, for the bestest game ever. Of course I get bingo on this game. You're right. It's the curse of Grail. If I'm going to get bingo, it's going to be for the absolute most trash game. The PvP is probably just two people breaking their controllers from intense button mashing, or possibly from throwing it against a wall or a hard surface because they're just frustrated with it. It could honestly go either way. Guy saying, Grei, would you hop on Melty Blood Actress again? Current code. I'm gonna pass. Sorry, I've already got plans for the rest of my day. Cool. All right, I think that is pretty much everything. So let's wrap up there. Thank you very much, everyone, for jumping in for today's stream. Oh, there we go. Panda's come back to a resting spot. Like I said, we are trying to put the finishing touches on the next video. It's not far off now. It's just taking us a bit longer than we thought. Keep an eye out for that coming soon. And then otherwise, I will see you guys again for the next stream 1 week from now. Oh, hang on. Wait. Bachelor, what's the update to the next vid? Yeah, like I said, we've done the bulk of the video. We just need to finish the verdict section. And just so you guys know, the next video is going to be for a game called 100% Plasma Vitae, which is a game that actually snuck its way onto the list because it released literally like a month ago. So it timed it very well. And it is the second last game that starts with a 100. So we're getting there. We're almost out of the 100 section. Alright, thank you very much, everyone. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you again next week. Take care till then.